Hey, hunters.
What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome back. And what a Sunday it was.
Yeah, happy
Hunter's
Hunter's
Lodge.
Lodge Day.
Yes. Is it though?
mm.
Hmm. The city players are going to sit down for this one.
Hey, K-Hag,
What's up, K-Hag?
Medrich, DZ from the Berg,
Rich.
who... Oh, I had a
What?
buddy quest with DZ, and
Oh my God, that's awesome.
They were still in Hawaii when we did that buddy quest. Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh, congrats. That's so exciting. And congrats, DZ. That's super exciting. It was fun to keep up with you guys. I think it was Captain Spaulding that was streaming the hike, so that was really cool.
Oh,
Although
it got streamed? I totally missed it.
Yeah, and he kept muting himself because he was like, you guys don't have to listen to us breathe. And I was like, wait, I kind of want to because it's nostalgic now at this point.
Everyone listen to us breathe.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't know if it's working if I can't hear you, like, barely being able to breathe. So
yeah, right? We got Hayes and Jybone and Channers and Marvin's house. Hey, everyone.
Marvin's house. What's up, everybody? Hi, Channers. Hi, Jybone. What's up, Hayes?
Good Marvin's house says he'll be home in 5 minutes.
Oh, you better hurry up. The dogs are getting hungry.
Hayes says, where can we see the stream of the hike? That's a good question, because maybe I want to watch it.
So,
was it Twitch?
They did it on... It was on Twitch, but I'm not sure. It might have been... I don't know if it was saved, because if memory serves, a similar situation happened when Rail streamed for the last volcano quest that Channers and all those folks went on, and it didn't save. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to, but Captain Spaulding through his through his Twitch link in Discord somewhere. So maybe just look for comments from him in the Discord and see. Yeah, it didn't get saved. Dang, I'm sorry, guys.
Ah, what a bummer. We got Peregrine. Hey, Peregrine.
What's up, Peregrine?
And Hoth and Alex Slang. Have we ever had Peregrine
the
in
Wiki
here?
Legends? I don't think so. The Wiki Legends.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, man, that sucks. Well, okay, at least you guys took lots of pictures.
Yes.
Guinea Pig Fund was posting all sorts of pictures of West Beach Music and MFON and all sorts of folks. So, KBL and LBS, yay!
Hey, people in pounds.
People in pounds. So great to have you in here. I know you haven't been able to catch the last couple lives, so I'm glad to see you in here.
So I'm sorry we're a little late, but we didn't know until last minute that we had to make the spin wheel happen. We thought it was going to be provided for us. So last minute, I was trying to figure out how to make Streamlabs do the spin wheel thing. So that will be happening as soon as Dumplins joins us when she gets home from work. So she'll be running a little late. We got Illusion Weaver. Hey, dude.
What's up, Mr. Weaver? But we've got plenty to talk about before Mod of the Month joins in and does the spin wheel. So let's get into it, because you took all the notes. If you haven't been here before on a Sunday Hunter's Lodge, Korkio is the queen of taking all the notes and paying super close attention, and I'm the queen of not paying super close attention and freaking out about everything because I'm at work and then getting all of the details after. So,
and everything else, though, Mama takes all the notes for everything else that goes on in Coin Hunt World, and I'm asking her what's going on. So at least for Hunter's Lodge, we can switch that, you know.
Yeah, so we got a little role reversal.
Yeah. Yeah. So, did you get to watch the whole thing?
Yes, I did. I even got
You asked an awesome question, by the way. I loved your question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Which one? I actually asked two, but...
Oh, they only said one, I think. Did they say two? I only heard your name once.
Yeah, no, you're right. I think my name was only mentioned once, but I had two questions in there that were both answered, so thank you so much, Leppy.
Yeah, so the one about asking about how the questions are going to change because the key values are changing and everything. So that was
Right.
helpful.
It was
Though
also
now,
a relieving answer, I think.
kind
Because
of,
I was a little nervous.
except that I forged 2 red keys at some point through the Adventure Road thing, thinking, well, of course I'll at least use them in a quest chain. But
True.
now, am I not
But
going to be using them in a quest chain?
maybe a shop drop instead? Okay, not the greatest answer, but also apparently there's going to be all of these like red vault quests that might be
Which
happening.
I wasn't
or
planning on
red vault
doing
content.
anyway.
Shit.
I'm not on top of it like that, man.
Well, hey, guess what? Now you have keys to buy, like, I don't know, not a fire dragon, but hey, guess what I bought with a couple of red keys not too long ago that I wore for the contest. I'm so proud of.
Oh, for this contest?
No, I'm sorry. The contest that we're spinning for.
Right. Yeah.
There was a confusion of contests.
George, didn't you?
I did. I did.
Because we
I
both
was the one
printed
and only
Laura's. Yeah.
Well, not Ghost.
Oh, Ghost. I was saying we both
Ghost George.
Oh, you got a Ghost George. Oh shit. Well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So that
People
might be
in
something
Pound
you can
says, FYI, I'm the Paw Patrol culprit. Coin Hunt and Paw Patrol are my 2 biggest search terms.
I love that.
Back to when we were like, someone apparently searched Paw Patrol and then watched us for 45 minutes. So that was great.
Honestly, PBL, I kind of thought it was me because I also put on Paw Patrol for the dogs, like when I'm leaving for work.
I think that's hilarious that you put the TV on for the dogs. Like,
it's
cute.
helps to have background noise. If not, they're gonna bark at every single freaking thing that comes through our alley. So I'm like,
yeah,
at least,
that makes sense.
You know, try to like have some comfortable background noise.
When I'm trying to
can bark at the TV.
Yeah, when I'm trying to drown out outside noise for the dogs, I usually put on some kind of heavy metal. The 4th of July go-to was Mudvayne, because I'm a big Mudvayne fan, but anyway. Yeah, so, Hunter's Lodge. We should get into that.
Yeah.
Let's do it. So I'm going to go mostly in order. And I mixed some of the Q&A stuff in with the relevant content so we can discuss it all at the same time. So, okay. So we got more gift card partners now. So the UK has Pizza Hut, but they now also have Pizza Express, Prezzo, Bella Italia, and Stonehouse. So
nice.
I don't know.
So much pizza.
Apparently Illusion Weaver said one of those is like on every corner. So, and I don't know which one he was talking about, but so hopefully that's helpful for people. I find it kind of odd because you'd think if a company wants to promote themselves within a game, they want exclusive rights to promote themselves as like you'd think you'd get one pizza place, but hey, whatever. Right. And then USA has now also Domino's, Uno's, Bertucci's, along with the California Pizza Kitchen. Man, I wish we had an Uno's close by because I freaking love Uno's.
I've never heard of the other, Domino's obviously, but no, I've never heard of either of those. I don't know if we have them in California.
Uno's is like a Chicago deep dish kind of place. I've never actually, have I been to an Uno's? I don't. Yes, I did go to an Uno's once in Rhode Island. They had an Uno's, and it was like, it's more of like a nicer version of an Applebee's. Like, it's a sit-down, like, eat, like, restaurant, right? But they also sell their pizzas in the grocery store, or at least used to at one point, because my mom used to buy them, and yeah, I would put anchovies on them.
Of course you did.
But yeah, I love
Jybone. I stand corrected. She says Uno's deep dish. We've got one in San Francisco. Boom. There we go.
At one point, I think I've talked about this before. At one point, they had. I was reading like in the Guinness Book of World Records. They had the highest calorie appetizer of any appetizer on any menu anywhere.
What is it?
It was a so they took their deep dish crust, but they made pizza skins with it. So basically, they took the pizza crust and then they put like mashed potatoes on it and then covered it in cheese and bacon and sour cream and tons of butter and all this stuff. Yeah.
Wow. So it was like a deep dish baked potato pizza?
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and I think they called it just pizza skins or something like that. But yeah.
Right. Super simple name. So
yeah.
Marvin's house is home if you can't hear that.
Yeah.
In the back.
Oh, I love it. Intellect slang goes pizza toppings discussion, a Loth staple. Yes, we're gonna end up talking about pizza toppings at some point. No, Hoth, it's not pizza. It's an appetizer. It's not meant to be pizza. It's supposed to be potato skins, but like a pizza place's version of potato skins. It's not supposed to be pizza. So anyway.
Sounds like a pizza.
But it was like an insane amount of calories, like an absolutely atrocious amount of calories. It was like,
wow.
I don't remember what it was, but I think it was in the Guinness Book of World Records at one point. Because I think I got one of those, like maybe the millennial version of Guinness Book of World Records, like the year 2000.
Okay.
And like I was reading through it, and I think that's where I saw it. So I don't know. Anyway, don't worry, Channers. We're not going to talk about pineapples.
No. She is of the category that enjoys pineapple on pizza. So we're not going to get into the discussion.
Yeah, we're just. I don't even want to know. We're just not going to talk about it.
I don't even want to know.
There's too many other things to talk about. So okay. So then we also actually, before I get into all of the rest of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on your Discord if you can you? Because if Dumplins messages you that she's trying to get into the thing, I might not be able to see it.
Okay.
So I might rely on you to tell me that she's trying to get in, and so I'll have to add her. Anyway. Okay, so then we got a view of the little Target stores that they're going to be doing, which will have the advanced print shop and the gift cards, so that's cool.
I thought that was a wonderful confirmation because I don't think we knew for sure that Target was going to be involved, and so
I've always been planning on Target being the thing because, like, I'm here for the Target gift cards. I don't want anything else. Like, I don't want pizza gift cards. I definitely don't want Starbucks. I don't want any of the things. But Target, I'll buy all of my plant-based groceries at Target for sure. Mm-hmm. They have the best variety of plant-based groceries. So
nice.
Anyway,
Target was great. Yeah.
So, and Timmy Ho Ho's, Tim Hortons. For those that don't know my weird Rhode Island slang for Tim Hortons, the question was asked: Can you do it at like a USA Tim Hortons location? But apparently, this will only work in Canada. So even though there's Tim Hortons in the USA, you can't build a Tim Hortons at a USA Tim Hortons. It can only be a Canada Tim Hortons. So
I wonder why that is.
I'm guessing it's just just their partnership is just in Canada. I don't know. Maybe it'll change in the future. Who knows?
Fair enough.
Actually, Hoth says Target has the best eggs. Your local farmer has the best eggs, guaranteed. I'm not a grocery store eggs person. They're like when you can get them like farm fresh, like actually farm fresh. Oh my God, you'll never go back. Anyway, that's another story. So, the question was asked, what is the fee for gift card conversion from any of these places? Illusion Weaver said he was pretty sure it was a green key. I think it's a green key for any of them. I could be wrong, but I think it's a green key. And they're still working on gift card partners for El Salvador, Philippines, and Malaysia, which honestly I think that's going to be pretty difficult to get those, but hopefully,
I know nobody has said it yet, but like I feel like McDonald's would be like the easiest fucking partnership ever.
They're everywhere.
And they're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, I personally, the only time we ever eat McDonald's is during events when we're like driving all over LA, right? Like trying to hit as many bolts as possible. And we're like, okay, we're fucking starving. We need some like fries and a shake or something. But it just seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Oh, I totally miss Kevo even putting that in the comments. It's hilarious. McDonald's has the old Tim Hortons recipe. Boom.
Oh,
there you go.
Interesting.
But I feel like that would be a good fit for a partner in El Salvador and Malaysia and the Philippines. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait, I forget. Do they get crypto exports though?
Yes.
Is it just the U.S. doesn't? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
There's that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the info on the gift card partners. Cubiverse leaderboards. So this is mildly controversial. Mildly. So they're going to be fresh leaderboards. Everyone's everything gets reset to 0 for the Cubiverse.
But
except if you had completed a monument, you still get credit for that. Because I'm guessing it's because the number of people that have completed a monument is small, so it's easy to track, and it's such a big undertaking. Like, we freaking flew to Hawaii. You better count that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. My follow-up question to that is, like, what about all of the, and this was probably discussed in Discord and all of the other things, but first prints? Are those...
So, okay.
So does that also reset?
That was
since
asked...
greens are resetting and yellow bolts are resetting and everything is fucking resetting.
Right. So that was asked in... you're a Marvin.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just I had to check the work text really quick. They typically don't text me at this time, so I just want to make sure it wasn't an emergency.
That's fair. So someone asked that in the Q&A, and Illusion Weaver said that no, that will not be resetting. If you got credit for printing it first already, it will stay that way. Now, Cuckoo Puffs jumped in, and he's like, I'm going to have a talk with Illusion Weaver about this because I think it should also reset.
Okay. All right.
But that's
right.
just, we know how Cuckoo Puffs talks, though. Like, he'll say, oh, I want to do this thing, and Illusion Weaver's like, it can't happen. We can't make it happen. And, like, Cuckoo Puffs just talking out of his butt because he doesn't know what's going on. Maybe. But, Illusion Weaver, if you are still here, I implore you to make this happen. Because if you think about it, all of the new people are going to have a huge... like advantage over us. Like, we will have printed like anything that we've printed, and then
wait, but would they have an advantage though, because they don't have these blueprints necessarily?
But they can get them. I mean, they can buy them in the auction house and print them. You can buy cats and tikis and whatever. You can get first print,
but you have to get
for all that stuff.
You have to level up your HQ to 5 before you can even sniff the auction house.
It's not like it's good. I wasn't saying it was going to be easy.
No, yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting how this whole dynamic plays out and what it will actually be like. Like, I'm curious what it's going to be like for new players just as much as I'm curious as what it's going to be like for us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
I
sounds
honestly
like we got nerfed big time for being early adopters.
Right.
This game, and I'm like, wait, where is the advantage of like sticking around for beta number 2?
Right. So I really think everything, if everything's going to reset, everything should reset aside from the huge undertakings that is monuments. Like, that makes sense to not reset because they were huge undertakings. But why not reset everything else? If you're going to reset everything, Like...
Yeah, I mean, they did it for QB Air. Like, I'm surely you can do it for the rest of the game.
Yeah. So, anyway, we'll see. I don't
I
know.
also, would it, oh, it's such a struggle because I'm like, if we're just going to start from scratch and like reset everything, then just you can do it. But I also don't want to lose all of that stuff. So,
Yeah.
oh, man.
So the
Harris
other
says
thing,
a good compromise would be giving all-time points, but not monthly points. Well, that makes
well,
sense.
yeah,
Is that what
that's what
I
you
don't?
would do, but because your
But that's
monthly
what's
points don't
happening
roll over.
now,
Yeah, that's what's
right?
happening now.
So, okay, sorry. Go ahead. We'll keep going.
So,
Yeah, I mean, that was the only one.
so they said that the Coin Hunt World Leaderboard positions will be honored in Hall of Fame structures with statues. So that'll be interesting. We're gonna have where is the Hall of Fame structure gonna be? Like, does anyone that's in the Hall of Fame get a blueprint for this structure and can just print it for free or something? Like, is it a?
Ooh, that would be cool.
Is
we
it
can
like a
build
decoration we can put up? You know, like,
right?
Like if I'm in the Hall of Fame for some reason, which I'm not at all, but if I were, would I just get a building blueprint that I can put on like any park tag or something, and I can build it for free just because I'm in it?
Or a museum tag, right? Like maybe not a park, but
Well, no,
some sort of.
He said Hall
something.
of Fame, like that's going to be statues. I would think, like when I think of some kind of like memorial or whatever, I think of those like in parks usually. We've got a ton of them here.
Same here. Yeah.
So I don't know. So we'll see. I just find that a little odd. And what kind of sucks, like I wonder, are they going to keep record of the like top monthly like people somehow? Like you know how on the website you can go, not the all time, the monthly. So like if you come in first global for the month, you can go back on the website and see it, you know, as a record of you were that person.
Right.
Are they going to keep that, or does all that go away? I'm sure the wiki will keep it, obviously.
I mean, yeah, it's just we have so few people on the wiki team, as you know, right now.
Yeah.
Like there's so few people and so much information that's gonna have to be, I'm like transcribed to a new site.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I think it might be up to the QBverse to keep track of all of this stuff.
Right.
At least from the jump, it would be smart.
Rail says Hall of Fame would be a structure at Coin Hunt Fest locations from what I extrapolated from what they said. So that means just like there will be a Hall of Fame if you go to Coin Hunt Fest.
Like you're in it and you can't even visit it.
Like I feel like that's kind of silly.
That is silly, especially if it doesn't even do anything.
Yeah. I feel like anyone that's been an Apex Predator for the month should get a little, like, trophy that they can put in their local park. I think that would be cool.
That would be cool, like a trophy structure of some kind, or...
Yeah. Apex Predator so-and-so month, you know?
Yeah. I love that.
That would be really cool.
With whatever QB they decided to wear.
Illusion Weaver says, remember, you get to carry over all your resources, all your blueprints, all your QBs, all your QB coins. Coin World players have a massive advantage once the doors open. Yes, but...
Wait, but that's because you basically changed the game.
But that's like not...
normal.
That's not a massive advantage when it comes to leaderboard points, though, because...
Yeah, what?
We can't... we have resources to print the things that maybe we've already printed.
But maybe it's like leveling the QBs, right? Because that was... I mean, I know I'm jumping ahead to what was discussed earlier, but... Yeah. I guess we have an advantage at having the QBs to start leveling them up right away if you've printed them. Also, is it smart to print now or do I wait for QBverse? I need the final answer because there's so much shit I've been sitting on and I'm like, what is the point?
If it's a first print, if it's your first print, save it for QBverse. Because
but why?
Because the leaderboard points aren't going to count next month. Like this, or next month they'll count, but after next month they won't count. Like they'll have gone away.
Okay. No, but that's
right?
what I mean is, are we still getting points for prints or
yeah,
are
but
we not?
they oh, you mean in the QB verse do we even get points for first prints?
Right. Like I'm actually contradicting myself because I'm like, wait, then everything should reset and we should get first print points again. But if we're not even getting them to begin with, then it doesn't matter, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be a way to fix it. If we don't get to reset our first prints back to unprinted status,
wait,
no
I
one
don't
gets
cause an nerf.
if no one gets leaderboard points for printing.
So I'm guessing they didn't mention that. It wasn't mentioned.
Well, it wasn't mentioned this time, but we did. They did talk about.
They went over leaderboards.
Leaderboards, right? But they only went over the hunter leaderboard, the building leaderboard, and the exploring leaderboard. Are there other? Or do we keep the existing leaderboards and just add those, or are these the only leaderboards going forward?
No, I think the QB collectors and all that stuff will stay. Like all the local stuff will stay. I guess what I'm wondering is, will the things that we count as points now, are those also going over and we're just adding more things, like adding the builder leaderboard stuff, or is there also stuff being taken away from any of the building or leaderboard point system in general?
Hoth is saying, how many viewers do we have to reach? Or did we reach? Oh, I thought you meant like on our stream, because I was looking at our numbers. I'm like, dang, we're at 32. That's crazy.
That's great. I think Hoth,
it was somewhere over 300 something.
I could have swore at one point I saw like 387, and I was like, whoa, we're getting to 400. I don't think we actually cusped it. But
yeah,
maybe I saying 330-ish.
I was furiously typing. I wasn't paying attention to numbers. So
Harris is like, fuck you guys. She's like, that's definitely another good compromise. No points for printing.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
So Rail says, if you reset it, August and September leaderboard run will be crazy. I think Nova's got 11 epics prepped. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. Like, if the first prints don't reset, you can kiss August leaderboards goodbye. No one's gonna do shit. Because, like, why would you print in August if you're just losing those leaderboard points? It's not gonna count for anything.
Well, because you might have to pay to print in September.
Right? Yeah, but if you're paying, but still, it's just like a key or something. It's not like it's gonna be huge.
I don't like that.
I thought you didn't have to.
I don't like it.
Even if it's one
because
blue
we're
key,
also gonna have. If it's one blue key, fine. But I am under the impression it's gonna be a green key because nothing is ever
I thought that was just
one
building.
Blue key.
I thought that was just buildings that are green keys. I think QBs are still blue keys.
Hopefully, I hope so.
Well, I say
because
still.
They're
not anything now, but
we're gonna need a lot of QBs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of QBs.
Why are we talking about Harris's sodium level?
Because it's concerning Hoth. She said, "Nah, I poured it all out. No salt left. I'm just an empty shaker now." Aw, Harris.
Aw.
I'm gonna come to visit you, Harris. We need to have Nebraska meetup. Like, why not? Let's double their population in one day. Like, why not?
Yeah. So I don't know. I really think no one's gonna do. I don't think anyone's gonna do August. Wait, Conman says I'm running in August. Nobody else try. I mean. Okay, Illusion Weaver says it's one blue key for regular speed, one green key for rapid print. No one's gonna care about rapid print if they're just doing a leaderboard run for the month. Like,
all of the key kickbacks that we're currently getting or that we're going to be getting, we're going to be spending on printing QBs.
Well, it depends on how much you print.
I mean,
I can tell you
if you want to build, you're going to need to print.
Over the
I
last,
will say that.
like 3 months, I would have spent 0 keys on printing QBs because I haven't printed anything in the past few months. But I mean, people have QBs saved up. I mean, I've got a bunch of QBs that, like, I wouldn't have to print anything. I've got QBs to staff stuff right now. I don't know.
What's up?
So
now?
Everyone, print all your shit now because it's gonna cost you keys in the QB-verse. I mean, it's just a blue key, but
that's what I'm. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. We'll
so okay, let's keep going. So the hunter leaderboard, you're gonna get leaderboard points on the hunter leaderboard for solving vaults, doing buddy quests, and completing monuments. The hunter leaderboard will be global, country, and local. They'll have an all-time and monthly, and you'll be rewarded in keys monthly. Then there's a builder's leaderboard. You'll get points for building structures, donating resin, helping other builds, and when someone solves your vault, you'll get a builder leaderboard. Or like puts a key in your vault, I guess. It will have a global, country, and local, an all-time and a monthly, and the rewards for it will be keys, but also the top 1 hunter globally every month will get an epic QB builder blueprint of some sort.
But only 1 a month?
Yes. So it's like the Apex builder of the month will get an epic blueprint for being the Apex builder of the month. I guess it's the monthly Apex builder and not the all-time. It doesn't make sense it would be the all-time
that's gonna
person
be the
every month.
Rarest blueprint in the game.
Yeah. Right? Well, I mean, no, I'm still
aside from a legendary, but like the rarest epic blueprint in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that like sincerely speeds up build times, like next to like, architect status, because it seems incredibly difficult to get. Right? If only 1 is given out a month.
Right. It'll be interesting. K-Hag says, first to print is just luck most of the time anyway. It's a weak competitive mechanic. When I'm saying first prints, though, I'm meaning like your personal first prints, not the first 2 print points. I mean, like, if I haven't printed a certain blueprint yet, I get leaderboard points for printing that blueprint. I know you get even more if you're the first to print, but I just mean, like, I just mean generally your first print of something. IDFK says epic builder blueprint should be Steve from Minecraft, the ultimate builder. That's good. Ooh, Harris says there should be a mini game for first prints. Winner would be more skill based that way. That would be interesting.
I like that.
Okay.
Or like if you're first to print something, then it like spawns you a quest, like I don't know, some right, like
something you actually have to do in order to
right.
So okay, and then the last leaderboard is the Explorers leaderboard. You get points there for solving new yellow vaults, completing monuments, and other stuff apparently to be determined. So the leaderboard will have only global, and it will only be all time. There won't be country and local, and there won't be monthly. So it'll be a lot more like the QB collector leaderboard. And rewards, it says to be, well, it says TBA, but I mean TBD. They don't have an idea of what rewards might be for that, if anything.
To be announced. Got it.
So, no, to be announced. Okay. I was thinking to be determined, but whatever. So, what else do I have? If you've completed monuments in Coin Hunt World, we'll still get points in QBverse, so you don't miss out, but you don't get to do it again. So you don't get to redo your monument the first time. So, like, if you go to Vegas again and you've already done the Vegas monument, you don't get to do it again. Now, the Tiki Volcano thing, you can climb that thing once a week and get your stuff. You just don't get to do it for the first time again if you've already done it. So that's what I've got for the Cubiverse leaderboards. Now, Yellow Vaults. Is this the death of Yellow Vaults? Are you hiding from Yellow Vaults?
I've been nerfed.
Yeah. So, they started this off by saying that they like that Yellow Vaults promote exploration, but they dislike that big cities have advantage. However, I do not see any way that the new thing that they're doing removes the advantage from big cities at all.
No, it literally just starts us from scratch, and then we have to fill all of our vaults again, and then we'll have the advantage again. There's nothing that's different.
And it'll be harder because if you happen to have one person that has a ton of resin, that person can't fill it. Like, you need at least 10 people.
More resin daddies. Yeah.
So basically, all of the yellow vaults will be reset back to cranes. Each crane will need 10 million resin. So doing the math on that, each puck is 100,000 resin. You are limited at 10 pucks per... I'm guessing it's per vault. And not 10 pucks total throughout all the vaults. That would be crazy. So at most...
No, it's got to be per. Yeah.
So at most you can contribute 1 million resin to a yellow vault. And 9 other people have to participate in order to get that thing filled.
So here's my big question, because it's kind of like coming up in the chat, right? Is like, it just slows down. Conman said it slows down payments to players, but doesn't the cap on exports already slow down payments to players? I don't get it. Like, what do you...
Yeah.
We're already capped on all of the things that could prevent someone from cashing out, right? So, like, why? I just want to know why, because, like, these are the fun parts of the game.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, we have caps here, we have limits here, we have this, and we have that, and it's like...
Yeah.
Like,
I think
everything
it's all...
has a cap and everything is being reduced down. Like, now we're like shifting down to white vaults instead of blue. Like, everything is getting so minimized that I just don't understand why the fun things that we go out and do, like me and Marvin's house going and driving to fill these freaking cranes. It's like, well, wow.
Now you and Marvin's house will need to take 8 people with you.
That shit's not happening. I already felt too bad about the gas I burned back then. I'm not doing that.
Right.
So hopefully that player base grows up. You know, what needs to happen is some freaking marketing, and so there's people in these areas to make this shit happen.
Yeah. I think we need to keep in mind that all of this is subject to change, because I don't think they know yet what's going to work and what's not going to work. And think of how many things have changed already. So,
oh, girl.
I think, I mean, keep in mind, we had this whole 333 thing for a bit, and then they saved us from it. So the changes aren't always bad. Every once in a while, a good one comes around, like every once in a while. So it's possible. We'll see, I think, right? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Hey, so, Harris, now I can tell you really sincerely meant this one, because she says, I'm really hoping we can get a few cranes moved to make distribution a little fairer.
Yeah, yeah.
Girl, it takes me like 5 hours to hit all of the yellow vaults that are in LA. So, right. I promise you, it's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. So, excuse me. So, they said that all the yellow vaults will be in the same location that they currently are. Maybe they'd be willing to move some a little bit. I don't know. But Cuckoo Puffs piped in and said that he plans to have at least one yellow vault in each state. That'll be funny because I don't even think there's a Rhode Island player anymore. Why would they put a crane in Rhode Island when it's like 40 miles from top to bottom of the state? 43, sorry. It's 43 miles from top to bottom of the state. Just go to Boston, really.
Just go to Boston. Just go to Boston.
Sorry, that comes out every once in a while. I have parked my car in Harvard Yard, so. Anyway, so they also said that the first question for the Yellow Vault might not be the same. Illusion Weaver said something about having difficulty with that in the coding. I don't know.
Why would that affect anything?
I
new
don't know.
Players can also enjoy collaboration of building cranes. It was a very cool thing when only a few got to experience, but they can build everything else in the game. Why do they need to build the cranes too? We already did that.
We
Respectfully, sir. What
we
the
can
hell?
add more cranes that new players can build.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't get it.
because
we're already building everything else. Why do they need to build the yellow vaults too?
Because the countdown timer, the respawn timer, has been switched to 1 month.
Oh man.
So I don't see why we can't have more cranes for the new players to be a part of. If we only get to do them once a month, like.
I just think you're going to have people burning gas to build these cranes all over again when you could instead maybe enhance areas that don't already have cranes or yellow vaults, as Korkio mentioned, as Harris mentioned, and like maybe save the effort that all of the other players from, I don't know, when were all of the yellow cranes built in the United States? I'm not even sure when that happened, but was it last year or was it this year? Like earlier? No, it was definitely last year.
What?
Where all of our cranes were filled in the U.S.
Yeah.
I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was right after. It was right after our volcano thing. Remember?
That's right. That's fucking right. We found the last one. How could I forget?
Yeah.
So I just don't get it. I don't. Respectfully, respectfully. I just really it makes no sense that we're giving new players an advantage of building these cranes that, one, they don't even have the fucking resin for. Two, like,
how are these new players going to get the resin?
I thought I had it in my brain that like yellow vaults were turning into monuments, and then we just backtracked and went like, nope, kidding, we're starting over from scratch, and actually they might move. Actually, the first question might change. Actually, and it's like,
well, okay, so Illusion Weaver did just say more cranes will be added everywhere. So that's
okay.
Cool. But I don't know where
what was wrong with the ones that happened before.
Yeah, I mean, a new player getting 100,000 resin to put one puck in the crane is going to be quite difficult. Like, it's going to take a while for them to get the ability to do that.
Well, I guess. But, I mean, I will say, and I agree with Illusion Weaver, that was one of the fun parts of the game when we first started. But also, there was, like, there was so little in the game. There was still, like, a mystique around all of this stuff and, like, figuring it out for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now that the veteran players know that this is what it is, it's not going to be what it was. Right? Like, now we're just like basically paying people to like get here and like I'm flying Harris out to like add 10 pucks, but like, you know, I don't
and I agree with Goose, and apparently
this is just my thinking.
K-Hag does too, that you're gonna have a city that has 10 OGs in it. They're gonna fill those cranes really fast, and new players aren't gonna have any chance to participate at all. Like, they're just going to get filled. Like, Vancouver easily has 10 people that can put 1 million resin in to fill a crane.
Yeah.
So
it took LA like months and months and months for us to even get one single crane built. because of how spread out everybody is, and
Yeah.
the, where they want to contribute is going to be the closest thing to them. So like our players, while we have a lot, they're very spread out. So when you actually like put us all together, we'd have enough to fill like maybe 2 cranes, but definitely not. I mean, anyway, we are very privileged for where we live, and I just wish I hit that yellow vault a little bit more often now that I know. But
so, okay, what's next? When you add resin, hold on, my screen went blank. Screensavers. When you add resin to a crane, you will get builder points. When the crane is completed, all players who added resin will be guaranteed a new common QB builder class blueprint. So some kind of new construction QB of some sort.
Love it.
Yep. And when you solve a new yellow vault for the first time, it will reward a large amount of explorer points and double hunter points. And solving yellow vaults after the first time will give you a regular amount of hunter points. So. Yeah.
Are we going to be able to see the points this time or no? Probably not.
Oh, that's a good question. Like, will we actually have a total of our
but
points?
What does that mean? Yeah. What does that even mean?
Right? I'm sure we won't get to see the number of points. I can't imagine them letting us see that, because then they'll really, like, if there's an issue, then they're really creating a shit tornado. So, yeah. So let's see, what else do I have here? That's it for yellow vaults. So
I'm asking Marvin's house for more wine in the chat. Please, I don't want to walk to the fridge.
He says no, he's canoodling. He's in the other room with Marvin and Pearl.
Oh no, because Intellect Lane said, "Are the Marvins canoodling?" Because I asked him.
Oh no, canoodling.
MH, can I ask you a favor? he ignored me, and I was like, "Okay, I will tag you more. Marvin's house, more wine, please."
Oh my. Okay.
We canoodle telepathically. I love you. Okay, back to Hunter's Lodge. Let's go.
So IDFK says, I wonder if there will be another foreman type contest. First to fill a crane gets a limited blueprint. That would be cool. I'm all about it. Except we know it's going to be Vancouver, so.
Yeah. But what would that be? Everybody that contributed again, like the foreman QB?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll just be Vancouver now has 2 foreman style QB blueprints. So, I don't know.
Okay, wait. So Rael had said they're like noob, or no, it wasn't Rael, it was Despair, that like noobs could add to the cranes, right? So people can still throw 1 puck in, but like your max is 10.
Yes.
So if you're at like 99 or 98, it has to be somebody who hasn't either hit the max of 10 or put anything in at all.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough. Because like, what if you have new people? All right. Okay. All right.
Goose says, our local is poppin' with 10 people that care enough to be there day one. So, where's Goose from? I'm guessing Canada.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what part. Who's
Vancouver.
There we go.
I'm guessing. That was a guess. Or Toronto area,
Probably.
Hamilton area. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm done.
It's probably
with yellow
going to be
vaults.
super cool.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm done with yellow vaults. I didn't care about them to begin with. Oh, Edmonton. Okay, cool. I I haven't solved the Yellow Vault since Hawaii, so I'm not really concerned. And switching over now to leveling up your cubies. Have you heard from Dumplins?
Nope.
I mean, she's supposed to be.
It should be right around this time. It's it's like 5 minutes past, so it should be like literally any minute now. But we'll give it some time.
Okay, all right. So leveling up our cubies. So our cubies will have a level, and our account will have a level, and of course, like we know, our headquarters will have a level, right? So, and I'm guessing our headquarters level is different than our account level. We also know structures have levels. So everything is going to have levels. So our headquarters...
What's the difference between your account and your headquarters?
So your headquarters is the structure of your headquarters and the abilities that your headquarters has. Your account level is the actual level of you as a player, and it's going to be all your experience points over time while hunting.
Okay.
So
that makes sense for somebody like Hayes, who maybe isn't hunting from home all too often, maybe? Because I feel like the two would kind of coincide.
Your headquarter level is, you have to like level up your headquarters with like paint and resin in order to have a higher level headquarters to be able to do different things in your headquarters. We didn't have to do that, right?
No, none of that.
But your account level is actually like, I'm currently level 1. Whatever I do within my account gives me experience points, and I can level up that way. Like, I could level up my headquarters, and that might give me experience points. I can go hunting. That might give me experience points. I can buy something in the auction house. That might give me experience points. Everything you do gives you experience points.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, and then your cubies will have levels. They will get experience points over time while they're equipped while hunting. And then we also know the buildings have levels. You have to level up your buildings that you build in order to get them to the next tier. So you go level 1 through 10 to get to the next color tier. So it sounds like everything's going to be levels. Like, all we ever asked for in the beginning was for our cubies to level up.
Right.
And now they're leveling up fucking everything. They're like, oh, we like this idea. You get a level, you get a level, everyone gets a level.
as long as we are able to have a log of our leveling and can see the numbers for ourselves, I think that's fair. But like, come on, let us see the numbers, because how are we supposed to know like what points something gives? Come on. Even for the newbies, I feel like we're pretty seasoned vets here, and we have no idea what any of the number attachments to any of this is even going to mean. So, and also I feel like there's some clarity in our chat right now that each puck is 100,000, so it's literally 1 million resin per person. Yeah. So that's what I said. Wait, no, but that's also, that can't be what it was for Yellow Vaults.
No. They made them more expensive.
10 times more expensive.
Yeah. We also have 10 times more resin than we used to. But we do. Beginners don't.
But only we do. But we also have a cap on how much we're allowed to add, right? So.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
I'm going to stay positive. This is me staying positive.
Yeah. So,
Aperture Cat says it's leveled all the way down.
Levels all the way down. Yeah. So, they did give us
Dumplings is trying to install the newest update, but we'll be on shortly.
Okay. So,
thank God.
So they gave us this little chart actually for how many points we get for different things, right? So you solve a vault of any color, you get 1 experience point. That's kind of weird. Like, you don't get 1 experience point for a blue and then 10 for a green. You just get 1 experience point per vault.
Did you say weird? I think the descriptor is bad. That's bad.
Okay.
That's bad. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because your experience at a blue vault is very different than your experience at a yellow vault, respectfully.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Those points are
Danibus!
so different.
We got Danibus in the chat.
What's up, Danibus?
Hi. Hey, we have like almost as many people on the stream right now as we did like when we were climbing the volcano.
Oh, we had way more volcano.
We were in like the
yes,
like
this is
40
great.
something. This is a lot of people. Anyway. So
No, okay.
What?
We definitely hit like hundreds when we were on the volcano, but it's okay.
Oh, did we? Okay.
We did.
What else? My memory sucks. So. Okay, so you get one experience point for solving a vault of any color. You get 50 experience points for doing a buddy quest. You get 100 experience points for doing a sushi quest or a pizza quest or something like that. You get 1,000 experience points for completing a monument. So you're gonna start off with 2,000 experience points. I'm gonna start off with 1,000 experience points. Like as soon as the game starts, we're gonna have those points before anyone else has points. Like other people that have done monuments, obviously will have points. But before anyone solves any vaults in Cubiverse, we'll have points. So that'll be really interesting. Conman asks if Anna still plays. Do we know?
I just responded. I said she doesn't. I've been ghosted in the DMs, and I think my max is 5. Like once you don't respond to 5 of my messages, I'm good. I'm not bugging you anymore. I get it.
Hey, guess who's joining us? Miss Dumplins. All right.
Let's go.
How I'm gonna try and make this work.
Spin the wheel.
Full of dumplings. Hold
She's
on.
coming. We're gonna make this happen.
She doesn't have her video on.
Oh, Hoth. He definitely got the wine. He was so sneaky about it. It was great.
I saw it.
And now Marvin's trying to. Oh, you did see it. Had to give a little smoosh.
So Dumplins is not sharing video. We just see her name in the middle.
Yes.
Dumplins, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Not talking yet. I just didn't want to interrupt your guys' conversation. So I was just like, I'm going to just join. And then once they notice me, I will say something. Sorry.
Everybody say hi to Dumplings.
Sorry for being late. I literally just finished a 12-hour shift, and I just quickly rushed home and just jumped onto the stream. So thank you, and I apologize for those who are waiting.
Please do not say sorry.
No,
you are doing the Lord's work out there and working like 12-hour shifts.
And
so
we were late
please.
too. We started the stream like 20 minutes late. So you're 20 minutes earlier than you thought you were. So you're good.
We're just fashionably late, ladies. So that's just how it is. Yeah.
Listen.
So I'm guessing that the 12-hour shift is the reason why we don't get to see you over there.
Yeah, that, and this is usually when my kid goes to bed, and he
understood.
Yeah, so he favors one parent over the other usually, and whenever you guys requested, I was, the most needed parent. So, Daddy couldn't tuck him in. Daddy can't do this. Dad, it has to be Mommy, and I'm just like, I love you, but could you just love somebody else just for tonight?
Can I put this Velcro on my husband, please?
Exactly. So, yeah, like
thank you for being here today.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I was able to join earlier whenever you guys extended an invitation, because how long have you guys been doing this stream now? Like a year?
This is our 50th stream.
Episode 50.
That is
today.
Amazing.
Today.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty crazy.
The chat is saying that you have to do some ASMR. Everyone wants the dumps ASMR.
What does that even mean?
ASMR?
No,
That's like
Aperture Cat says Dumpling sounds like a teacher. Harris asks, did you get stuck in an elevator?
No, not this week. I did not get stuck in an elevator this week. So just to preface, I get stuck in an elevator a couple of times a month at my work.
Oh.
So fun.
Yeah, so there's one elevator where, it happens so often. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother calling anybody for at least 10 minutes because it usually opens up after 10 minutes. It's just like a rite of passage. If you're just stuck in
That
that
is so
elevator,
considerate.
yeah, and because like every
You're
single
like, I
time,
don't want to bother anybody, but I'm fucking stuck in an elevator.
exactly. But I think it was the other day I got stuck in an elevator that I've never been stuck in before, and I started like panicking. I'm like, oh my God, this is how I'm gonna die. This is how I'm gonna die. Like
Oh.
they're gonna just find my dehydrated body just like
No.
curled up in the corner, just looking just so disgusting.
Looking like a raisin.
Yeah,
No,
exactly. Or
you made it
that's
out alive.
yeah.
So,
So it
so
happens often enough that it doesn't bother me, but it doesn't happen like every day. So it's
Like
yeah, it's
Russian roulette with your
it,
so
elevators over
so
there.
exactly.
do you get stuck on a floor and it's just the doors don't open?
Sometimes it's between floors.
Oh.
Sometimes it's just like the door will just close after you get in, or like once it arrives to your floor and it just doesn't open, regardless on what you do, and you're just like, so this is my life now. Okay, cool,
Have
cool,
you
cool.
do you happen to know what the brand of elevator is? Like the company that makes the elevator? Cuz they
Otis.
always say it at the top. It is an Otis.
Yes, it
Okay.
is an Otis.
So for an Otis elevator, you can press the door close and door open button at the same time and it should force the doors open.
Oh, I've tried everything. Like I have
Really?
like Konami coded that bitch. You know what I mean? Like it's just there is one time where it was so broken. You needed to hit door closed, door open, 3 sub basement, 5, 3 in order to get to the main floor or something like that.
What?
And yeah, or it will just
Jeez.
like literally take you to every floor that you don't need to go to, open and then close, and then go down to another floor, open and close. So all of us in this hospital, we found our like little tricks of like, oh, you have to hit floor 5 if you want to go to the main, if you're on floor 3. And it's just like that doesn't make
And
any
then do a
sense.
little rain dance.
Yeah, exactly. And
So,
just do
Come
a
on
Hail
now.
Mary.
why
So
Yeah.
haven't they fixed this elevator?
it's an old hospital. Parts are hard to find. It's an
Oh.
old elevator, and it's a service elevator to boot. So it's not even
Oh.
a nicer elevator. So we use those elevators for patient transport mostly.
Okay.
Um, so usually they'll shut down one elevator, and then there's 3 other service elevators that they usually have. Um, and then by the time that they fix like the broken one, a different one will break. So it's just
Wow.
it's hard to find parts just due to the model of elevator has been what I've been told. And Conman says, "Have you tried taking the stairs?" Me and stairs do not go well together, and it's
Well,
not
also if you have
because
a
I'm just
patient with
like,
you, and they're
well,
on a bed or in a chair or something, you can't
yeah,
like.
like
Yeah.
I'm not like clinically or a medical part of the healthcare system. Like I'm a like an administrator, I guess, or I'm an admin to kind of just divulge
Yeah.
that. But for me, like the sheer amount of times I've almost fallen up a flight of stairs, almost fallen down like all sober, just to let you guys know, just all always sober.
I assume
Um,
you're sober when you're at work, dumplings.
yeah, but like even
Not
there
by
was one
choice
time
though,
at
right?
home. Yeah,
Not by
exactly.
definitely not by choice.
My husband and I kind of have like just like really dark sense of humor and like
That's my
I'm
favorite thing about you, by the way.
yeah. So we have this ongoing joke about how like one of these days he's just gonna push me down a flight of stairs, right? And like that's like the kind of dark humor that we have. One time I was trying to reach something that was just on the staircase and I biffed it and I just fell down the entire flight of stairs. So
Oh
he runs
no.
down the stairs and he's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you hurt? Did you hit your head?" I'm like, "No." And then he like looks at me. He's like, "You know I didn't push you, right?" He's like, "I just need to know that I didn't push you." I'm like, "I know you didn't push me. You were in the other room."
Yeah, I thought it was
Um,
going to be a turn of the tides. Like, you did this. You
No,
know
but
why.
after that, he stopped joking about pushing me down a flight of stairs because since I fell and since like people have heard us joke about this, and then the mere fact that I fell that one time, he's like, "Oh no, that's bad news bears. Like that is
Yeah.
so she's gonna fall down. She's gonna like have a mass hemorrhage, and everyone's going to look at me because we've had this conversation on more than one occasion. So,
Man, I sure
Too
hope
close for
that
comfort.
one of K-Hag's twins doesn't like climb into an oven, since we joked about putting babies in ovens last week.
oh my goodness.
Why would you even say that, Korkio? I totally forgot we even talked about that.
Well, dark
Was
sense
even
of
on our
humor.
stream?
Anyway.
Yeah, you came to the right place, Dumplings. Great
Yeah.
to have you. Welcome.
Well, you know, like we had our chats in the wiki chats like
Oh,
so
yeah.
many
Yes,
moons ago.
we did.
So
Yeah.
you guys know how I operate, but even
Oh
I
shit,
mentioned
where is our pirate jar?
oh
We were supposed to have a swear jar.
yeah, I forgot
Shit.
about that.
Fuck. What? Fuck.
Okay, well you guys are the ones
You
who have
could
to put
just
in the
drop-
chats now.
Just go ahead and drop a bill into the Ladies of the Hunt Fund. Thank you, Korkio.
For those of you guys who are not familiar or who are not aware of this conversation, a long time ago, we planned for myself to join the ladies on the stream, but they have heard
Pre-mod days.
me. Yeah, they have heard me talk in the wiki, and I curse like a sailor, to say the least. So. The plan is that I was gonna have a swear jar, and for every um, naughty
Bomb.
word that I
There you
use,
go.
that I would donate 1,000 sats, I think it was, right?
I can't even
to,
remember now.
yeah, something like that. And it was going to go to like a charity that we all agreed upon. And I think the first one that we talked about was to donate all of those sats and money to the
Best friends LA?
rescue. Yeah, to the
Yes,
rescue that they
best
where they got
friends.
Marvin. So,
Yep.
but now that I'm a mod, I don't think it's really appropriate for me to be dropping.
Dang it, we should
So
have made
many-
that episode happen.
We
Oh, I
won't
know.
tell
happened
anyone.
so long ago.
We're not going to tell anyone. You say whatever.
Well-
you
Illusion
wanna
Weaver
say.
is literally in the chat.
Well, he was. We don't know that he's still here. He might not be. Here
Oh God.
God.
Well, I know.
My man says, "What's a sat?"
There's discussion in my local Discord about some of the players going on an Alberta road trip when they do the new Yellow Vaults. I'm supposed to catch up on all this Hunter Lodge stuff because again, I've been working all day. I have no idea what's going on.
Just
And I told them
when you're done, just rewind our stream and watch that. That's all we've been talking about. So.
Unless you'd like it sans the salt, maybe watch Hunter's Lodge.
But we have an appropriate mix of salt and realism, I think. So
I agree.
there's no
I agree.
positive stuff, but there's salt and
I just don't
realism.
want to. I don't want to cause any bias, you know.
okay.
Come on,
But,
of course we do. Everyone needs to think like us. Come on. That's why we have this show, to change everyone's minds.
I have so many thoughts right now, but I'm gonna.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah, so these guys are going to be going on this Alberta road trip to fill up, I believe, the Yellow Vaults. And I said, hey, if an invitation, I would love to join you guys if an invitation would be extended. But then I put on a little caveat being like, but you can't tell people how I talk or act in real life because like I have a persona to keep up. You know, I have.
You're fully expected to be completely boring and not a real person.
I wouldn't say that.
I think just full of dumplings and not full of a potty mouth.
Yeah. It's like how it was at work too. When I first started in this job, everyone thought that I was just like, you know, this goody
All
goody,
buttons up.
and yeah, and like they because if I do overhead announcements, they're like, oh man, you should work for an airline. You should work as a customer service recording voice. And then
You do have a great voice for it.
yeah,
You do.
but one time I was talking to somebody over the phone and then I hung up and I just said a bunch of swear words under my breath and everyone kind of looks at me like, and I said it in my actual tone, right? Because I have a work voice and I have a phone voice and I have like, you know.
Sure.
And
We
then
call
they
that
all-
our customer service voice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So, and they all kind of looked at me. They're like, what was that? And I was just like, oh, sorry, you weren't supposed to see that side of me. And I've been slowly letting go. So now they kind of expect me to go on some like Lewis Black-esque kind of rant in the morning and just
Nice.
swearing about stuff and
I
and
love this.
they'll see like the very bipolar side of me where I'll like answer the phone. I'll be like intensive care. Okay, just one moment, please, and I'll put them on hold. I'm like, oh, son of a, and
It's fucking
finish up
Has
what I'm
shit.
doing,
oh
and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, yeah, you can come right in. Thank
this
you. Great.
this reminds me. Have you seen the movie Sorry to Bother You?
No.
Okay, so
Mm-mm.
it's about these call center people, and they're it's a bunch of black guys, but they have their white man voice for when they're calling people from the call center.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually took famous white actors and dubbed their voices over the black actors while they're on the phone with people. So
Oh my god.
I want to say, oh
What is the
gosh,
streaming platform?
I think I saw it on Netflix. It's it's by the movie was written by Boots Riley. Boots Riley. Boots Riley? That's his name? Yeah, Boots. Boots Riley. I think so. Anyway, he's an activist, like political movement person. He just came out with this new show called I'm a Virgo, I think.
Okay.
Is the name of it. Anyway, but that movie, it's a totally a brain trip. Like it jumps the shark like completely towards the end, but just that whole like white man customer service voice versus normal black man voice is just hilarious. So, and I think you'd relate a little bit.
Unfortunately, I canceled my Netflix,
Oh
and it
no.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't because of the whole shared thing. It was like, well, we have Disney Plus, we have Crave, we have Amazon Prime, we have all this stuff. I'm like, one of these needs to go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I thought to myself, I don't really watch anything on there except for like reruns of Brooklyn Nine-Nine or reruns of like How I Met Your Mother. And
Yeah.
then maybe 2 months after we canceled, I'm like, oh no, we watched all of those comedy specials.
Yeah.
So now I
Yeah.
gotta like
Those are the
find a different way to
best.
watch them. But
Yeah.
Girl, I'll give you my login. Don't even worry.
Yeah, or yeah, I give you mine too. Nelix says actually that it's on Prime at the moment, so you might be able to find it on
Oh,
Oh,
Prime.
nice.
that's great.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well I'll have to check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really funny. I mean, it's an older. It came out in like 2018 or 2017, and I hadn't heard about it, but a friend told me about it, and watching that movie kind of makes you feel like you're on mushrooms. So I don't recommend taking mushrooms, first because you'll lose your shit.
I don't know what that feels like.
I'm sure. So, we have you here for a purpose. Should we spin the wheel?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we should.
Let me see
The
if I
moment
can
that everybody
figure
has
out
been waiting
how
for.
to do this. So, I was not prepared. I did this very last minute. Let's see.
So while you do that, I'm
Yay!
just gonna let them know and just kind of go over again what we're doing here.
Yes, you lay it out.
So, yeah, so we have a pilot QB where you had to either equip a Laura, a George, or one of the ghost pilots for the snapshot. Um, and then we're going to do a wheel spin to see which one is the winner of said QB battle. And anyone who was wearing the winning QB will be awarded 50 crystal keys. And anyone who participated will still receive 10 keys. But, sorry, 10 crystal keys.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So before we spin it, Mama, what were you wearing? Were you wearing your Ghost George?
Ghost George, baby.
Yeah. Dumplins, what were you wearing? Or are you not allowed to tell us because you're a mod?
You know what? That would be, oh my God, my husband's in this room.
Your husband is such a savage.
He's a troll, let me tell you.
He says, I hear Fullofdumplins hates puppies. Which is not fucking true, obviously.
Mm.
And I said, I know you're setting her up, but you better knock it off.
I don't know if I am supposed to say or am not supposed to say. But I'm just gonna say I'm wearing a Laura. Why? Because it's the only one that I have. because you know me,
Great, now Laura's gonna win.
Oh God,
it's gonna
if
be
it wins,
rigged.
I'm just gonna
Way to
start
go,
crying.
Dumplings.
I know.
I know you did it for Manel, so.
Oh yeah, he threatened me. That's why.
Oh my.
Laura better not win, actually.
All right,
Yeah, no,
so
it's the only one that I have. Like I don't I'm like filthy casual, right? So
No.
I literally just printed my first pilot like 2 weeks ago.
You think you're
my
filthy
God, very
casual.
funny.
You know which one I wore? None
one?
of them. Because
No,
I don't
But you don't
have
anything,
any.
though. Yeah, but you don't print. That's the
Well,
difference.
I did print a
Gotta
Laura.
print.
I did. And then I printed a second Laura. The first one
Why didn't
I
you
turned
wear her?
well, because the first one I got the ghost blueprint and I have not printed that. And the second one I sold in the auction house because I needed the keys to finish that quest thing. So,
Shit.
yeah, so I haven't worn anything. We've got Nellick saying Laura. Intellect Slang says Laura. Loop-de-Luke says Ghost George. Trish Bartel says George. Conman says
So
Ghost George.
So does Illusion Weaver. Illusion Weaver's on my side. Ghost George,
Ghost
baby.
George.
Let's
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Let's
We got.
fucking go.
I see a bunch of Georges. Medfridge says Laura. Crashman Laura. Rail Laura. All right, you guys ready for me to spin this? Wait, before I do that, can you guys see it? Please tell me you can see it.
I can see it on our YouTube.
Yeah, I can see it on your guys' stream.
Okay, and you guys
That's
can
on.
read what
Sorry,
these
it's not the
options are,
cutest
right?
wheel.
Yeah, it's not the best. I tried to match colors with genders somewhat, but I didn't have.
It's 2023. We don't do that shit anymore.
I know.
I'm kidding.
Well, the genders, the colors
Actually, I
I've
guess
got
they do.
are like gray and tan and pink and blue. So, gray and tan aren't really. Anyway, okay. So you guys ready for me to spin this?
Let's go.
Okay, I don't think there's any sound effects. I'm just clicking a button.
Okay,
Right.
I'll make the sound effects.
Oh, it's making sound effects. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but
No.
oh,
But what?
Woo!
What is it?
Can you see it?
It's
Mom?
delay. I'm on a delay.
Yeah, I'm on the delay too for YouTube. So
I was waiting for that. You screamed it so loud it cut you out.
Oh, Mom, that's probably for the best.
So Ghost George wins.
I just bought one. Thank God.
Yeah, you bought the right thing.
Great job, guys.
Hoff
Dude,
wants that
if
to
it
be
was
the
rigged.
practice spin.
No, get out of here. No.
That's actually really good for Coin Hunt Worlds because I'm sure a very small percentage of people are actually wearing Ghost George versus George or Laura or whatever.
Personally, I think everybody should get a context box. If you're wearing the pilot,
Well, everyone
just
gets
go ahead.
gets
everyone
10
gets 10 crystal
Oh, that's
keys.
10
Crystal
crystal
keys. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I'd
should
be curious to know
There we
how
go.
many people actually had that equipped. I mean, that would be.
Yeah.
We know Mama
it's
did.
Quite,
But
quite
everybody-
the rare, right? Like, well,
Yeah.
not like rare class, but it's rare in quantity, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, same with the ghost, not the ghost ones, the pilot Laura and pilot George.
Well,
It was
they're
an
less
epic-
rare.
An epic spin.
Yeah.
No, those are the epics from QB Air.
Well, right, but they're more abundant than the ghost ones are.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rail says
No, it felt
no.
like a nice.
He
Go
said,
ahead.
I don't even care that Ghost George won. I'm just angry con man won.
Savage.
And Hoth wants me to
Going
respin
for
for
the jugular.
fun. Oh, man.
It's practice, right?
Well, there you go. That's your answer. Let me see if I can get rid of this thing now. Make it go away. Let's make it.
Yeah, it would be fun. How many people actually had it equipped? K-Hag did though. Yes.
Nice.
We are
Nice.
winners of it.
Yeah.
No, Hoth, I do not have both ghosts. I just bought the Ghost George like 2 weeks ago for a few red keys and paid off. Woohoo.
Apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a lot of those red keys that I now have in the auction house, since I'm not gonna be using them in quest chains apparently. So,
Well, we don't know that, right?
well,
Let's
it doesn't sound like it.
let's hang tight until we
Yeah.
go getting rid of anything. But
Well, Dumplins, is there anything
yeah.
else you want to chat about while you're with us? Because I know we don't have you for too long.
Anything you want to know about Hunter's Lodge?
Oh, I'm gonna save all of that for because I've seen little snippets. I did read Leppy's notes, but I just kind of want to dive into it a little bit more and get a little bit more context and a little bit more presentation, um, based on what she said. But the one thing I need to do for sure is purge my friends list. Um, Only
Why?
because there's this one person that I've kept on my friends list for a very long time. We completely won, um, but and they haven't logged in forever. But I've been
Oh
trying to
boy.
keep tabs on that account because I want to take over their vault location.
Oh,
That is mad respect. Dumplings, mad
Yeah.
respect.
yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
I'm a bit of a creeper, so every single time I log in, and because I use their vaults quite a bit because they're right by mine in downtown. And it was funny because the one location that I really want is in front of a library that has like a cafe that has like a light rail train system by it. Um, there's five of us who were planning on putting our vault down there. We never said anything to each other, and then one morning there was a dozer there. So in our local, we're just like, "Who put the dozer here?" I was gonna put one
Ah.
there today. Like I just literally got here and I just saw
No.
this dozer, and then they're like, "Yeah, that's me. Sorry." We're like, "Yeah, okay, fair is fair. None of us ever really talked about it." So, um, but that player hasn't been on for like a while, so
Yeah.
I'm really hoping, as much as I want a lot of people to participate in QBverse, I hope they don't. And then so I can steal that spot.
At least not
Um,
yet.
yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like, yeah, like I want people to participate, but just not you. And I want people to have a great time, but just not you. And I want people to build everywhere, but just not you in that spot. It's
Yeah. And I'm glad you
The
mentioned something,
competitors.
because I have a handful of people that I need to purge from my friends list now too, since we'll be able to redo Buddy Quests, because there are people that definitely don't play anymore, like my boyfriend and his two kids, and my mom. She walks with me, but she doesn't play. I mean, I'm sure I could do a Buddy Quest with her again, um, but the others don't. Like, I couldn't do Buddy Quest with them, and like they literally haven't logged in since our last Buddy Quest, like over a year ago. So, so I don't want them to pop up as a Buddy Quest, and then like they even got new phones. It's not, they don't even have the app on their phones. Well, I know they'd have to download a new app and everything anyway, but still,
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure to get rid of them from my friends list, because that would be not good. Oh well.
I'm a little nervous. Like, do you guys think IT guy is gonna come back for QBverse?
Ooh,
Do I have to delete IT guy?
good question.
I'm gonna be sad about these. I actually think I'm gonna be really sad. Because also, how is it gonna work if the buddies list like transfers over, but it's a new app, right? And that buddy hasn't downloaded the app. So how would that transfer over? That doesn't make any sense, actually.
That's a really good question.
I'm not really sure that can happen.
Huh.
I don't know.
My strategy, honestly, is just destroy the HQ. Just rebuild it.
Yeah.
It's just like because you don't want to
Just kill it.
Yeah, like yeah, you have a chance of getting repaired with them again. Uh,
Hmm.
funny, like I just got repaired with someone that I missed a BQ with. We just couldn't get our schedules down. And then next BQ was with them. I'm like, okay, it's time for redemption. Let's go. When can we do this? And it worked out beautifully. Um,
Thank
but
you.
sometimes you don't get repaired with that person right away. It takes a couple of weeks, or
Hmm.
sometimes it just shows up like a couple of months later. Um, but yeah, if the friends list do transfer over without having to re-add, I would honestly just delete my HQ and then just roll the dice, be like,
Yeah.
okay, let's see if this starts again.
No,
Um,
Hera says she thinks they said that you'll have to re-add the friends, which would make perfect sense. It doesn't
So
make sense that we download a new app and all of our current. Well, actually, never mind. I'm gonna
oh
retract.
yeah, no, there's yeah, IW just said
There's a
you'll
lot of
need to start from
things.
fresh.
okay, Illusion Weaver in the chat says different games, so you'll have
Respectfully.
to start from a fresh friends list.
I'm still
So
gonna try to add that one person though, see if they accept my friend request, see if I can steal their vault.
right.
Or just
So are we
try
gonna
to avoid.
we're
What?
gonna have access to the old app, right? While the new one like so that I can add all
I
of the
think
new friends? Like, do I have to write that list down like now of all of my friends so that I can go and add them later? Or will I have access to that so I can go back and forth between the apps to add them?
I I thought I heard them say that they were gonna at the next Hunter's Lodge they would give like exact dates so we'd be
Right,
able to like plan accordingly.
right.
I'm just not certain because
Yeah.
we have the September 20th date, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
guess you have here, let's learn from our mistakes and take all of the screenshots that you need to now of your buddies list and then cross out the ones that you definitely don't want to do buddy quests with again.
Right.
And then add them all back as soon as we start QBverse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
that's my
honestly, if you think about it,
2 cents.
that's actually kind of great because if you go to try and add someone like a few days into, um, the QBverse being out and they're not in the new game yet, and so you can't add them to your friends list, that's great. That because you already know that they're not active, and they won't make it onto your friends list again. So there's no way to add an inactive player like fresh out the gate.
Right.
Anyway, um, Korkio, make a good list of friends and share it with all of us. Oh,
She's you are curating the friends list now.
okay. I mean, I got some good people. Um,
I don't think have you and I ever had a buddy quest?
have we?
I don't know. I know I had one with Marvin's mama, but that was like first BQ of this year. And we just
Oh my god, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
We knocked
Great
it
way to start the year, ladies.
out.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yes,
There's
we
I
did.
feel like there's a lot
It
of like
was
OGs that I haven't.
it was July 19th of 2022. So it was almost exactly a year ago.
Oh,
Yeah. I just looked back in our Discord chat.
nice.
Yeah.
There's been somewhere I felt really bad because I think there was one that I was doing with Kata and I was running late because as I was making my way over to do our buddy quest, there was a dude who was passed out who may or may not have overdosed on like a bunch of drugs.
Ooh.
And I was trying to I think I was trying to get this BQ done right after I was done work. Um, so I was still wearing scrubs. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
do I need to administer Narcan to this individual?
Because
Oh
you look like
no.
a professional. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I wear scrubs, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you're a nurse." I'm like, "Well, no, I'm not a nurse. I'm not clinically trained, but everyone wears scrubs at the hospital." And they're like, "Well, why would you wear scrubs if you're not a nurse?" Blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay,
Oh
yeah,
my
I get
god.
that.
Do you want me to save your life or not?
Yeah, so like, but a lot of people will just kind of look at me and be like, "Hey, can you help him?" I'm just like, "No, like I can't." Like in certain regards, like I can see it. I can try to orientate them. My CPR is I think out of date now, so I don't think I can even I can do it, just not you know,
You won't have legal protection.
yeah, I think so. So I'm like kind of sticking around trying to think like, do I need to administer Narcan to this guy? Do I still have my Narcan kit on me? Like, oh my God, it's been too long since I've done this. Like, do I even remember how to do this? And I forget what happened, but I didn't have to do Narcan. I was just like, oh, okay, I
Oh,
can
thank
go
God.
over to my buddy quest.
I mean,
Um,
I'm gonna go
just
back
like
to my life now.
don't you just like jab them in the heart-ish area with the thing, and it's like isn't that kind of how it works?
I don't recall. Like, it's been so long since I've been like trained to do it. Like, because
Yeah, and
here,
like, why would she have it on her? Like, whatever that person needs.
Yeah.
Or how would she know what the heck that person
I
needs?
feel like Narcan, like, I don't know, I've seen it on TV so much. I feel like I could do it, but then again, I've never been put in that situation, so I don't even know. But yeah, that's weird. I can't imagine.
The problem for us is that like we like I work at our inner city hospital, so we have the highest population of the unhoused, addictions, mental health issues, and stuff like that. So I was speaking with my boss, and she's like, "I gotta stop taking the train here." And I said, "Why?" She's like, "At least twice a week, I'm doing CPR on the train or
Oh my
administering
goodness.
Narcan."
Oh my
And
God.
she's a nurse, like she's a nurse by trade, but she's now in like an office job, right? Like
Mhm.
but that nurse instinct kicks in of like, I need to help this person.
Oh,
um
totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
and even when she's on a flight and they're like, oh, is there a doctor or a registered nurse on board, she always is like, oh God, okay, yeah, that's me. And she'll get up and help whoever, while a lot of other people I know are just like, mm-mm, nope. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up until like I know it's something dire, and
Yeah, yeah,
and if
yeah.
no one else volunteers, right? But it's
So, you sure you still want to live there?
here
Yeah.
it's
It's so cold
mm,
and it sounds scary. Um,
but like, not to make this like a political thing or a social
oh yeah, the
commentary or
US
whatever,
sucks.
but
I
it's
totally
no,
agree.
no, no, it's more like, it's prevalent everywhere. Like mental health
Yeah,
situations, the unhoused, addictions is getting worse everywhere. So
that's true.
it's like I might at least I know how to navigate my city. It's just like, okay, don't go down the street. Okay, I've
Right.
seen that crackhead before. Just don't look at him in the eyes, or when he says honka honka, just be like wah wah, and then just like continue walking, right? Like you know how to navigate and work around some of these people.
Can
While
we
if
can we go back like 10 seconds?
Is that an actual
Just like real
situation?
quick. Like, what does he say to you, Dumpling?
no, no, just not like like I've had like
Somebody says
That is
honka
a very
honka and you say what?
specific. That is
like
very
wonk wonk. I
specific
don't
to
know.
be a random example.
I fucking love you. She's like, you just say honk honk. It's good. Go and keep going. You're like, what?
But you know what I mean, right? Like you have
Yeah.
No,
your
totally,
usual
absolutely.
crackheads, right? And like, hey, that's Crazy Eye Joe. Don't look at his crazy eye, or just like, oh, that's the guy who's always passed out screaming at people, and all you gotta do is just scream back at him, just being like, "Good morning," and then just continue on with your day, because that's all he wants
Right.
is for you to say good morning, and he just has really bad hearing, so you just gotta scream it, right? So, but if I, let's say,
Wow.
move to like another city and I don't have these common pleasantries with people, you might get stabbed. You know what I mean? Like,
I
You
feel
might,
that.
but that
Not
wouldn't
literally, but I feel that.
I mean, not in Oklahoma City, but
Oh,
I mean,
in
definitely
LA,
lots of
there's
other
definitely.
cities for sure. I mean, we've got meth heads here, but all they do is like stomp around and mind their own business and like kind of shake their heads a lot and whatever. But they don't
I mean,
they don't
it's
ever
it, that's
bother anyone else. you
it's
know?
all this. It's all kind of the same across.
Yeah.
Like, if you have folks who have mental illnesses, it's pretty much the same. It's just the amount of people that you might have, right? So, somebody put in the chat like they crazy, but the crazy and that is the most relatable comment in regards to this that I can
Except
like,
Harris says,
because
FYI, there's no homeless crackheads here if anyone wants to move and bring their vaults. I think there's no homeless crackheads.
No one there.
There's no one there, but also, didn't she buy her house for like $3,000 or something? So
if there might be?
If there were any homeless people where she lived, we could just like team up and buy them a house for $3,000.
Yeah.
Like
that's a fair point. I think that was the monthly that she was paying, but
no,
anyways.
I thought she bought her house for like $3,000. I mean,
no
maybe
way.
It was 10,000. Maybe it was 10,000. Harris, tell us if I'm wrong, but I thought
There's no fucking way.
That was not a monthly. $3,000? No.
There's definitely.
She says there's definitely
not homeless.
Yeah, because it's so cheap to own a home. It makes sense. People are allowed to be housed.
There's no way she was paying $3,000 a month.
It makes sense.
Because my mortgage here is $900 a month.
Wait, $3K
yes.
total?
Yeah, she bought her house for $3,000. That's what I thought. Yeah. It's not that ridiculous. I mean, I lived across the street from a house that sold for $5,000 a few years ago. I mean, I was not in a great side of town, but yeah.
Are you being dead serious right now?
Yeah. I mean, you know, in the Midwest, if you don't have really high requirements for where you live, you can buy really cheap houses. Like in Oklahoma City, you might not be in the best part of town, or you could be in the middle of nowhere like Harris, and you can buy houses for like 10 grand or less. Really easy.
Yeah. Like the housing market here is like a little.
Then you gotta live in Nebraska.
Yeah, exactly. Like even like a friend of mine, he lives in Vancouver, and he's renting a place, and he had to move out because his landlady was actually moving back into that property. And I said, you know, I know a couple of people in Vancouver. Like, what kind of place are you looking for? What's your price range? And then he said, I can't really spend that much money. Like my rent budget's not that high. 2,900 max.
Oh my god, that's
and I thought to myself, like, that's like a month and a half of mortgage payments for me.
Yeah. That's like
so you're like, hey, you could
like
own a
3
home.
mortgage payments for me.
I know. Now, like, I am also dying of this.
Yeah,
I'm disgusted.
So my mortgage is $900 a month. That's for a 3,000 square foot house. That's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, with a big backyard, 2-car garage, really nice.
Wait, what's your mortgage?
$900 a month. 900.
What's your square footage again?
Like 3,000.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh god damn, this shit killed me.
And I'm currently renting it out to my mother and her boyfriend at the fair market rate for rent, and I'm charging them $2,000 a month to rent it out. Which is
still more expensive than our 2-bedroom apartment here in Santa Monica that is at 23, almost 2,400.
2,400 for a 2-bedroom apartment,
and we're in rent control, Mama. We are lucky.
Wow.
The privileged ones in this fucking neighborhood.
The last 2-bedroom apartment I rented in Oklahoma. The last time I rented a 2-bedroom apartment, I was paying $480 a month. It was 2 bedrooms, 2 bath. It was on the 2nd floor, and it was in this gorgeous area, like lots. It was built on like a golf course. So there's a lot of greenery and stuff around, but it was $480 a month for a
I've never paid that cheap in rent. So when I moved out,
car payment.
Yeah, when I moved out at 18, my rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in a decent side of town, and it was like a no frills apartment, was still $750 a month, and that was.
I mean, that's pretty good, but I have no standing ground, so.
Well, my very first apartment that I rented when I was 16, in Rhode Island, in like a really shitty part of town in Rhode Island. My very first apartment was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. It was $750 a month. It didn't even have a spot hookup for laundry. No pets allowed. Things got stolen all the time.
Inside your house?
Well, like things that were locked up outside. Like I had a bike locked up outside that got jacked.
Sure.
But yeah, so my very first apartment was way more expensive, almost twice, like, okay, maybe not twice, but close to twice as expensive as my much nicer apartment much later in life in Oklahoma City. It was crazy. So, the world is weird. I mean, I'm not a coast person. I like the Midwest. we've got good stuff here.
I like where I live, because I know for a fact I could never live rural. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a little bougie at times, so
Yes.
I need my amenities. I need, you know, that kind of lifestyle. But I don't think I would fare well in a place like Vancouver or Toronto or Montreal, as beautiful as Montreal is. Because as you guys know, I don't like people.
Yeah, those cities are way too big.
Yeah, there are so many people there, and I love visiting. I love visiting my friends in Vancouver, and I love vacationing to bigger cities. But at the same time, it's just like my city is, I think, just over 1 million in population.
Yeah.
So it's a small big cit I like to call it.
Right? That's how Oklahoma is. We've got anything you could ever want in the city, but it's a very big city in land size. I actually think it's the biggest city in the U.S. land wise, but we have I want to say it's just under 1 million people, so it's a very, very small big city, and that's what I love about it. Everything's spread out. There's people, but they're all very well spread out. And so all the things you could ever want are here. But because there's so few people and they're all spread out over a large area, there's not a lot of traffic to get to them. And you don't have to face people all the time to do the things you want to do. So it's pretty great.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And Dawn Sandwich, as I said, I still need elevators. I do not do well with stairs. I don't know. I just cannot. There was another time where I fell down the stairs in my house, but that's because my cat tripped me while I was drunk.
Oh,
sure,
cats, man.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
And Zeddy is telling us you don't even have a cat, so. I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, my husband has a love-hate relationship with that cat, I think. And the only reason why we got him is so we bought our house and we really wanted a dog, but we didn't really have the time to really provide a dog like a good lifestyle, right? Like, because in order to give them a good lifestyle, you need to like run them, walk them, and do that every day. But with how busy our life was, right?
My dogs must hate life because they never get run or walked.
It depends on the breed. So I wanted like a bigger dog, like a Pitty or a Rottweiler or like
yeah, that's what I've got.
Yeah, or like a Korean Jindo dog, and these are like super high energy dogs. They want to be like walked or ran like at least an hour a day, multiple times a day, whatever.
Yeah.
And at the time we're just like, we don't have that. We can't definitely commit to provide that for the dog.
Yeah.
So I was just, well, why don't we get a cat? And my husband's like, no, I hate cats. We're not doing cats. And I said, okay, fine. And then a couple months later, we found a mouse in our house, and I freaked out.
So you got a cat.
Like literally the next day.
Seems like the obvious decision.
Shelter. Yeah. So, but our cat, he's just a little shyster. He is. He totally bamboozled us from like the day at the shelter. So we were there. We're looking at other cats. They're so needy.
It was Aperture Cat, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You have Aperture Cat at your house.
But
it would all make sense.
We saw this like one cat. He's like an older cat. He's a black cat. No one's really paying attention to him. We pick him up. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't bite. He doesn't react, really. We put him down. He just kind of like left. And we're like, that's our kind of cat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Will
Mm-hmm.
accept affection, but not be so needy. So
Right.
we put through the adoption work. Everything's all good. And then the second day, I shit you not, that's 1,000 sats in the swear jar, but I shit you not, he just wouldn't shut up. And he was
No.
Oh.
the
He was the noisiest little bitch.
oh my God, he was like constantly, he would like come into our basement and start crying for like an hour, just like,
Oh no.
wow, wow, wow. And then we're just like, oh my God. So we come downstairs. We're like, are you okay? Maybe he's just not adjusting well. Maybe he's just scared. No, he's just so vocal. Like,
Wow.
He's
so,
just so vocal.
like, I think, I think a couple of people have heard him on like the old wiki calls that we used to do.
Oh
And it
yes, yes.
yeah, and it sounded like we were like trying to drown him, but that's just him. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oh
And it
my.
doesn't matter like what you
Oh
do. Um, you're like, and if you pick him up and you put him on your lap, you're like, okay, you just want some love and affection. So you start petting him, and he's just like, no, jumps off and then wanders to another room and then just starts crying in that other room. You're just like,
oh my
oh my
god.
God. I
Tortured
Oh
little soul in
man.
there.
I know we've had him for 8 years now. So
Oh my
he
god.
like now you just kind of get used to, but now the kid knows, right? When he hears the cat just doing that, he gets up from whatever he does and just opens the door to let the
Just
cat
go.
outside. Yeah, because 9 times out of 10, that's all he really wants is just to go outside.
Mm.
But even the kid can't handle it.
My
So,
my
Oh.
pit bull's like that too, though. Like last night, my boyfriend and I were laying in bed watching Star Trek because that's what we do every night. And Brewski's just standing next to the bed, just like whining at us, like whining nonstop until I tell him, "Okay, come on the bed." He just sits there and he goes, "Rawr, rawr, rawr,
Oh my god.
rawr, rawr, rawr." Yeah.
Cats are so funny. They're so funny.
You know, my mom's cat, when she moved in to my house that I'm renting to her, she thought he ran away the like second day. Turns out he climbed up the chimney.
No, Romeo.
Yeah. She had to
No.
go up the chimney to get him down, and
No,
then
she didn't.
yeah, and then they both had to take a bath to clean up because they were covered in soot.
oh my
Like
goodness.
he hid in the chimney.
How? I have so many questions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because
Aren't
we
his
use
legs sore? His
Uh,
legs have to be sore.
it must. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like,
Being like stuck up in a chimney.
yeah, and we because we use that fireplace so much, we always just kept the flue open. So he went like up above the flue and
Oh my
like didn't know
God.
how to get down.
Oh my god, Korkio.
Yeah. So no Hoth, we're not spinning it again for the real winner. The winner was Ghost George. Steel Wheel. Welcome.
Yes.
Um,
Oh yeah, what's up with Stillwell?
Hoth says, I really enjoyed Dump's cursing.
At least someone does.
Yeah,
I think we all do, babe.
I think we all do. Yeah.
My husband, we set up a Minecraft server for Coin Hunt World people. There's not
Yes.
a lot of us playing.
But it's a
But now-
Java server, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No,
Yeah,
it's a Bedrock server.
Is it Bedrock?
It's
Oh, did
Bedrock.
someone else set up a Java? Someone told me that they set up a Java server.
Oh.
Right? I don't know. Someone gave me a link to or like the name of or whatever, how to get into their Minecraft server, and turns out it's the one that I don't have, which I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like my husband's like facilitating the server for me, because he is a very, very kind man. Not, but sometimes he is, you know. Um, but now he's been calling me dumps in the chat. And
Apparently everyone else is too.
well, like it's just weird coming from him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I saw how it progressed with like the community and stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, that's fine. But then when I saw that he is like, oh yeah, me and dumps, I'm just like, nah,
No,
no,
we're not doing
don't-
that. We
we
are
don't
not
go
doing
there.
that.
But like I don't know if it's like better than some of the nicknames that he's given me, or like worse than some of the nicknames that he has given me.
Well,
So,
has he ever called you Boo Boo Kitty Fuck?
no.
No.
What?
Okay. It's a Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back reference. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, Jay
No.
calls her Boo Boo Kitty Fuck.
But he was also the click commander, so of
Yes,
course
he's
enough.
the click
right?
commander.
Yeah.
I am the click commander. Yes.
Yeah, no, he I think when we started dating, he was calling me K-face.
K-face?
K-face, like Korean face.
Oh.
Korea face. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Well,
What?
that's
Yeah,
interesting.
because I'm Korean, so it was just like,
Yeah, I
yeah.
I am understanding that, but what?
Yeah, I don't know, like it's just how you just have weird nicknames for people or whatever.
One of
For
my
me, I
teenage
Okay.
boyfriends called me German nose.
what?
Yeah. Cuz
See, okay, dumplings, exactly. The
It's-
same sentiment that I just had with you is being
like
like
I don't know what it was, but
why?
like he would
And
like
also
pet my nose and call me German nose. I don't know.
What does that
I was like
mean?
17.
What
I don't
the
know.
fuck?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like if somebody called me a German nose, I'd be like, you need to get out of my house. Goodbye.
But
I don't know what that is, but you
all
need
it
to
is the tone you say it in is what makes it a cute nickname. It doesn't matter what you say. I call Brewski like butthead all the time, but in like the cutest voice, right?
Yeah, because they don't understand, but humans understand. At a certain age, they understand.
Yeah. I also call him Potato. I mean, Potato is a very accurate nickname for him.
Interesting. And Goose,
Wait,
it's
also-
not that kind of K-face. Not that kind of K-face.
Yeah, I was just
Goose.
gonna say.
Not special K face.
He
No.
said in my raver days, I may have been called K-Face timer 3 or 4 or 5, probably.
Hey, someone could call me
Dear
K
Lord.
face. I mean, my first name starts with K, so K face. Maybe if they forget my name, but they remember it starts with K, they call me K face.
I just call
I-
everybody what's their face. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What's her face?
Yeah, what's
Actually,
their face?
did I called someone that last week to Mama. I was talking to Mama and I was like, "Are we gonna do the stream with what's her face?" And it was the Okie. I couldn't remember her name. The new Okie.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, not you. I know your face. Well, I don't know your face. I know your
No, you
name,
don't
but
know
I
my
don't know
face.
your face.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it is what's your face.
Ooh, the suspense.
Yeah.
I
Got
think-
what's our face on today? What's our dumps?
Yeah, what's her
What's her dumps?
But yeah, no, I
Actually, I don't want to know. But
it perturbs me that my husband calls me dumps.
no,
Yeah.
cut
In-
that
in
shit
the
out
chat.
right away.
But,
You
yeah.
and Harris should hang out.
You know what I would love to do? One of these days. I can't. I don't think I can do it while I'm a mod or anything like that. But I would. My goal in life is to meet Harris in person and just down a bunch of beers and just see where that conversation goes. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah. We
I-
need to go for a little like proper I don't know, Midwest meetup in Coin Hunt World in Nebraska. I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
literally like let's go and double the population in her town and blow everybody's minds and everybody's gonna be like, where the fuck did all these people come from? And Harris is just gonna be like, sorry.
Do they have a bar there that we can go to?
I'm certain they do. I am certain they do.
We don't need a bar. We just need a liquor store.
If not, we just bring. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we just need a liquor store, and that's about it. Yeah,
they might have a bar and not a liquor store, though. That might be a thing.
True.
That might be a thing.
One of the girls, she always like eyes me at work every now and then. She's like, I just really want to get you drunk and see what happens. I'm always just like, oh, okay.
Me too, actually.
I bet you're a lot of fun. And I said, I curse a lot more than I curse now. And she's like, oh, I bet. And that's half the fun. I'm like, okay. Like,
yeah.
I'm a little unhinged.
I have to be honest.
We live for that.
I was just thinking of potty humor and thinking about dumps with corn, and thought that would be appropriate.
Corn dumps.
Corn dumps.
Corn dumps.
Yeah.
It's corn.
Sorry.
Arthur says, what's my liquor of choice? Vodka, generally.
Yeah.
If not vodka, gin. I like, apparently, like skinny bitch drinks. Because that's what they call, like, they always say, like,
clear liquor.
Clear liquor. But, like, I don't know, I just prefer it. That, and I can't do tequila after a very terrible incident with tequila.
Oh, no.
And oddly, I can't drink beer in North America.
But you can drink it in South America.
I can drink it in Europe. I can drink it in Asia. I have yet to be in South America, so I don't know.
But so what makes North America different?
I get so like bloated, and it hurts. It hurts for me to drink a beer.
Huh.
Not, yeah.
But like,
that's odd.
Yeah, but like whenever I'm in Europe, like I was able to drink in London. I apparently drank way too much in Vienna when I was there. Germany, I was able to drink. Italy, I don't like Italian beers, but I was able to drink beers there.
I wonder if it has to do. Is there like a difference in the carbonation?
I don't know, but the funny thing is just like I was drinking a Hacker Porsche Hefeweizen that was like imported here. When I drank it, my stomach got so upset. But I was drinking those in Germany, like it was the end of the world.
problem.
Oh yeah, like it was
fucking weird.
So ridiculous.
Have you looked into maybe an elevation difference?
That's what someone told me. I haven't looked at that yet. But because I just kind of stopped drinking beer here for the most part.
I bet it has something to do with the elevation that you're drinking at.
Yeah.
I could definitely do it.
But like beer in Japan though just goes down like way too easy. I accidentally got my husband and I accidentally got like wrecked.
Feisty-faced.
The worst part was we got wrecked at a beer tour by accident.
Yes. Sure. Because it's always by accident there.
Well, no, so we booked this beer tour to the Acai Brewery in Sapporo, okay? So we're there, we show up, and then they start trying to talk to me in Japanese. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm not Japanese, so I don't know any Japanese, and my husband's Caucasian. So they kind of freak out because this entire tour is in Japanese, and they have no English script, English speakers, English anything, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been fun.
Oh, it was still amazing because you can still see like everything, like all the machinery, the processes and stuff. And then they tried to find us some pictures of and they kind of like motion, like just follow along, like follow these pictures along as we go room to room. We're like, okay, cool. And at the end of the tour, we were brought into this room where they had a bunch of different beer taps, and the hostess like says something into the microphone, and it's basically for us to do a beer tasting. And we're like, okay, that's cool. So we see all these men on this tour. They had like a couple of pints with them. We're like, oh, okay. I grabbed 3 pints, one of each type of beer that they had, and so did my husband. Um, and we're just like drinking as one would typically drink a beer. But then
Sure.
out of nowhere, this woman stands up, says something into the microphone. All the guests stand up, bow, and then they start putting their chairs onto the table. We're like,
The
what?
fuck?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's happening?
And she said, "Oh, you only had 15 minutes to drink the beer." And during that time, we drank one beer, and we're like, "Ooh, I really like that one." Took a sip of the other two. We're like, "Okay, I'm gonna get one more." So we had 4 pints of beer. We're like, "Oh, and they don't waste stuff there. It's very rude." We're just like,
Of course.
"Okay,
So
well,
you
bottoms up."
downed it?
We are
We
drinking the beer.
we chugged 3 pints of beer in less than 5 minutes, I think.
Oh my
Um,
god. Oh my god.
and then we went to the gift shop.
Of
And
course.
that's when things kind of got a little bit hazy. We took the train to the tour. We took a cab back to the hotel because there was no way we'd be able to survive or figure out where we were. And then we wake up the next day when we're looking at all this stuff, and we're just we're calculating it all out. We find the receipt. We're like, did we just spend $300 at the Acai Brewery gift shop? I don't even know what half this stuff is.
That's how they
It's
get
just-
you. They get you drunk and then
who
they
did
send
we-
you the gift shop.
We're like, who the fuck did we even buy this for?
Yeah, like there was one where I think we
Alex
just
says,
bought
is
a
that when he proposed?
Oh no, that's a
No,
different
that happened.
story.
I'm gonna assume that happened much longer before this.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, no, like I think we just bought a lot of stuff because the container looked really cool.
Well, yeah, if you
Um,
were drunk, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but then like we looked, we're like,
Aesthetics,
why did
baby.
yeah, why did we buy a cake?
You bought a cake?
We bought a cake. Well, we didn't know it was a cake. We're just like, oh, this is a cool looking barrel. And we opened it. It's like, is that a cake?
You had no idea it was a fucking cake.
Man, if I was drunk, I feel like I would have known it was a cake and I would have eaten it immediately.
Right, that would be my purpose for buying that cake.
like I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty dope container. Like it was really, really really cool. But like at the same time,
I love this.
we were just like, what happened? And then we planned on doing a tour of the Sapporo brewery. We're just like, okay, before if they do a tasting, we're gonna ask them, is there a time limit for this tasting? And if there is, we just grab 1 pint. You grab one kind, I'd grab a different kind, and that's it. Like this is all we do. Like,
And how
no
did that
more.
one go?
You actually had to buy tickets to buy individual flutes. They weren't full pints.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it was a flight. You
So
can
they
buy
were
flight-
trying.
Yeah.
They were really like actively trying to not get you drunk.
Yes.
That's a better
Yeah.
way to do it too, because you don't need to drink
Exactly.
a whole pint in order to taste the beer.
No.
Yeah. Like it,
No.
it was definitely a miscommunication
Oops.
at the
Oops.
acai brewery, because if we knew that there was a 15-minute time limit, we wouldn't have grabbed so many beers.
Right.
You know.
I mean, you're
but
not
if it was-
POSP or anything. POSP would have grabbed all those
Well,
beers.
Yeah, right. If you had POSP with you, I mean, it would be no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's fun.
It's fun.
I would have drank half of one of those beers and been drunk and bought everything in the gift shop. So you did better than me.
So be proud, dumplings. Be proud.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
There's no way I can do that now. But like, again, like beer in Europe or beer in Asia, I don't feel as drunk as quickly. I don't.
Mm.
It doesn't hurt me. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this elevation thing.
Wait, what's your elevation where you live? Are you pretty high up in the mountains?
No, I don't even know what the
So
elevation is. Let me see.
Because I mean, the higher the elevation, the easier it is to get drunk. I'm pretty sure.
645 meters.
645
Says.
meters. So that's like, I can't math apparently.
Yeah, you should be able to because you're the accountant.
Oh no, I'm really bad at simple math. I use a calculator for that.
Like that's not me.
Yeah. Is that almost like 2,000 feet?
That I don't know, but it supposedly has the same
She said me neither.
latitude as Hamburg, Dublin, Manchester, and some place I will not be able to pronounce in Russia. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm so tired. Like, there's no way.
That's fair.
Okay,
Yeah.
645 meters is about 2,100 feet elevation. And then you said Hamburg was one of the other places you went?
I haven't been to Hamburg, but I was in Nuremberg, I was in Munich, I was in Prague. Vienna's the night where I apparently drank like it was the end of the world and didn't know it. Yeah.
Well,
I love that for you, Dumps.
well,
Wait, I refuse to be this person. I love that for you, Dumplings. I refuse to call you Dumps. Stupid.
So Munich is 1,700 feet. Vienna is 623. Nuremberg's 991. So you've got a whole range there, and somewhat close to what it is where you are. So I guess it's not elevation.
Yeah, because like Vienna sounds like has a very similar elevation to Edmonton.
Well, 623 feet, not meters.
Oh, 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually Munich is a little bit closer. They're at 520 meters. So they're still a little bit lower. Actually none of those places in Europe are really more than about 520 meters, but I don't know that the additional like 300, so the additional 100 meters, I don't know, it would make that big of a difference, but maybe it does. I don't know.
Who knows? Like, I honestly have no idea like why it would be so different from like continent to continent, you know.
And are you
like,
sure it's not just psychosomatic?
Oh no, it's definitely not. Like I didn't realize that like I talked to a couple people who have traveled to Europe and they said, yeah, like certain things for them, if they have it in North America, it just doesn't sit well with them, or they get like a weird reaction to it. But if they have it not in North America, it it reacts differently to them. Like one of my friends, she can't drink wine in North America for some reason. She can drink it in Europe, but
well, that's like a sulfates thing that I get.
But if she took the same exact bottle of wine and drank some of it in North America and drank the other half of it in Europe,
no, yeah, that would be different.
Yeah, so it was for her. It's the same brand, like the same vintage, the same everything, but she thinks that it's because something happens during the transport, like maybe like something changes.
It's oxidized.
Yeah, like or like if it's on a like a freight and it's super cold and that changes something in the wine,
some kind
or
of
something.
Chemical makeup in it.
Yeah. So
that's
I don't know. All I know is I really love beer, just not here. So.
Well, it could be some other environmental factor. Like it could be, if you think about Europe, the food has a lot less salt in it and a lot less sugar than food in North America does. So it could be the rest of your diet and the way your body is reacting to your overall diet change and how that handles, like, maybe it improves your ability to consume the beer versus maybe when you're in North America, you're eating more salt and the increased salt in your body makes it harder. I don't know.
For me, I don't eat a lot of salt here, but when I was in Italy, I should have been dehydrated due
Oh.
to all of the prosciutto. If every single time I
All the
saw it,
sodium
Oh.
intake.
oh yeah, like I was
Between the prosciutto and the cheese, I mean, mama, it's no
yeah,
wonder
Yeah.
that people aren't shoveling up.
You were
I
surprised that deers weren't licking you? Deers. Deer.
I usually lose weight in most places that I travel to. But I always gain weight whenever I'm in Tokyo. Not but that's the only place in Japan that I actually gain weight is in Tokyo. And I definitely gained a lot of weight in the 2 weeks that I was in Italy for. Um,
Good.
yeah, like I, it's
They
like,
were
oh,
taking care of you then.
yeah, it's like I bought these pants to wear in Italy, and then like 5 days later, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna wear these pants. Oh, they don't fit. Cool, 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 cool. Okay,
Cool, cool, cool.
yeah, I love this.
Hmm.
But did I stop
Must go
eating
shopping.
prosciutto? Yeah, did not. It did not stop me from eating a boatload of prosciutto and gelato and buffalo mozzarella and
As you should.
oh God,
And
like
all
Yeah.
of the baguettes.
yeah,
Amazing.
And
yeah,
see, I know stairs don't agree with you, but the way I combat that is when I'm on vacation, I only ever take stairs. And like that way I'm getting a little more exercise, but also eating more, and it tends to balance out a little bit. Anyway.
yeah. Like we do a lot of like walking on whenever we travel, and I like to travel by myself quite a bit too. Like um, my husband and I will sometimes we used to take like solo vacations. Um, because sometimes like just because of where I work, sometimes I get more time off than him, and sometimes it's harder for me to get the time off. So like he'll just go off somewhere for a little bit, and I'll go off somewhere for a little bit. But I generally like to walk everywhere when I travel.
Yeah.
Um, because that's how you see things. That's
See
how
all the
you
things. Yeah.
exactly. Like I walked all of Prague in one day, and it was
Wow.
great. Prague is quite small, but like it's very walkable in a day. Um, and whenever we're in Japan, like we do take the train quite a bit, but still quite the trek to get from train station to train station, in the train
Yeah.
station, find the platform that you need, so on and so forth. So yeah, I usually lose a lot of weight when traveling, but Italy just because of all of the cured meats and all of the cheese and all of the gelato and all of the pasta and just like so many carbs, you know.
Yeah.
I was in heaven.
Yeah.
Um, and then Japan, like in Tokyo specifically, they have a lot of like crazy foods there. So you're just like, oh, I gotta try them all.
Oh yeah. If you see something you've never seen before, you have to put it in your mouth. I
Yeah,
mean.
exactly. Yeah, and
Yeah.
goose, yeah, there's so many dumplings in Tokyo. And that's one of the reasons why I love going there. Like, if anyone has yet to go to Japan, go. It's great.
Yeah,
Absolutely great.
my boyfriend and I are actually trying to put together an Asia trip of some sort, like a 3 week kind of tour.
Hmm.
Japan down to Vietnam and the things in between.
Yeah.
It's I think what we were gonna do is stay a little bit in Japan, take a cruise that stopped at a bunch of different places, and then get off the boat in like Vietnam and stay there a little bit. I don't know, something like that. But it's really we were gonna do that a few years ago, and then COVID happened, and that totally canceled our plans. So,
Yeah.
but I'm jealous. Like I've seen most of North and Central America, but I have not been outside this continent. So I haven't gotten to see any of the other things. The farthest I've been outside this continent is Hawaii, but that doesn't count. So, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a lot of the US. I haven't been to Central. Well, I guess I was in the Dominican for a wedding, but I haven't gone to like Central or South America. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was just never a place of interest for me. Like my girlfriends would always be like, "Oh, we're going to Mexico," and I'm just like, "Yep, cool." Like I'm not like a beach resort kind of
Oh,
person,
me neither.
right?
But Caribbean islands, when you're not on the beach resorts, are awesome.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
those places are great for walking and exploring, let me tell you.
I also hate the sun and I hate the
Oh,
heat.
well, yeah. That
Um,
kind of ruins it then, yeah.
yeah. So like when I went to Central Europe, I went in November. So it's kind of like it was definitely warmer than it was here, but
Yeah.
still not like the most ideal time to go. But I really enjoyed it because like I got to see some of the Christmas markets going on. Um, and I again, since I don't like people, it was great because there was no one there,
Yeah.
really. Right. I never go traveling in peak season. I always try to go during shoulder season. Um, yeah, like as much as I would like to see um like parts of South America, I'm just like it's just going to be way too hot for me to actually really enjoy myself there, you know?
See, I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, I want to be there when it's super hot, when the sun's out nonstop. If it's cold or cloudy, I don't want to be there. So
Hmm.
we'll go to the opposite places,
Yeah.
and then we'll just tell each other about them.
Yeah, we'll just live stream it for each other. It'll be
Yeah.
great. It's
Yeah.
as if you were there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we did actually go one of so my boyfriend and my first vacation together, we went to Moab um in Utah, and we went to the Great Arches and every Arches National Park, and that's like a hot desert place, but we went in October and it snowed and it was cloudy all the time, which was great because there were very few people there. But man, we froze. We were gonna camp, and then when we got there and realized how cold it was, we're like, "There's no way we're camping. We are definitely getting a hotel." So that was just a surprise, though. It wasn't supposed to be that cold. It was supposed to be like in the mid 50s, and then it just wasn't. So.
I gotta do the conversion for that. I don't understand freedom temperatures.
Oh yes. The mid 50s would be, let's
I
see,
would say like 10, 15 degrees, maybe.
uh, 50 degrees Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yeah, about 10,
Yeah.
10 degrees. It was supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be
can
about 10,
see.
but it was more like 0.
Yeah, I can see why that would be a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Especially when you're outside hiking the whole time and it's
Hmm.
snowing in a place that doesn't usually get much snow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. But I like to go to the places, like I very rarely visit cities. I like to go to the nature places. So like we go to the national parks and we go and
Hmm.
just see the wilderness. I'm not much. I don't. I'm like you. I don't like people, so I tend to not visit cities. Though I know I have to see them. I know I have to go, and I want to, but I just don't like people. So
People are the worst,
they really
right?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mama, are you on mute by accident? No.
No,
Oh, now
I'm
I
just
can
letting
hear you.
y'all just letting y'all go.
Oh, okay.
Only because I work in a very people forward industry, so I really have nothing to add to this.
Yeah. Oh,
I
honestly,
have progressively hated people, but it's been a slow burn. So
yeah. Well, it was for me too. When I was younger, I loved working retail. Like, I loved it.
oh, let's not get it twisted. I do not love this industry by any means,
I
but
mean,
I consider myself to be very social. So while I hate most people, some people I can tolerate to a very high standard.
yeah. I'm one of those people, like, I'm very social when I'm social, and when I'm not,
Mhm.
I'm very not.
Yeah, I call
Hard.
myself an extroverted introvert.
Yes. Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
you know, like
Yeah.
I can put it on. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can totally um talk with
It's just like
people, mingle with
my
people.
job.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Well, and
also
that's
yours, I guess, too, Dumplings, because if you're an admin, it means you're like the front face of the hospital that you're
yeah.
at, or the no.
It's well, like I used to do retail, I used to do food service, hospitality, so you always have to have that smile on your face. I worked in call centers for a very long time, but the
Yep.
best part about that job is you can put them on mute and just be like, Jesus Christ, like what is up with this? And they never see
Yeah.
your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually interesting
That
because
was my least favorite job, I have to say, because just being stuck, having to do that for 8 hours a day was the fucking worst.
it was a love-hate relationship. That's where I met my ex. So my ex and I talk about it quite a bit about like how the job itself was probably the worst job ever because when you
Totally.
get really mad and then you're just like, I want to speak to your supervisor. And then you just yell at the supervisor. I was a supervisor. So I would just
Yep.
literally have to sit there and listen to you yell at me for
Yep.
God knows how long. But like the people we worked with, the management that we had, um, like was just so great. So it's just like, well, that's why we stuck around for so long is because even though the job was kind of garbage, like there's a lot of great people that we worked with that made it fun and exciting to come to work, even though you're, getting threatened over the phone and getting
Totally.
constantly yelled at or anything like that and guilted. Um,
Yeah.
but like for me, like moving from a call center based job to like a healthcare job, I was doing mock interviews with my prof at the time. She's like, "Do you have any questions about like how this all went?" And I said, "Yeah, how's my face?" And she's just like, "Sorry." Um, I'm like, "Did I roll my eyes at all? Did I kind of have like a deer in the headlights look?" Because, and I told her, I haven't had to do face to face interactions with people for 10 years almost.
Hmm.
So I don't know if someone says something to me that's off or that I find strange or anything like that. I don't know how good my poker face is because I never had to keep a poker face for 10 years, right?
Hmm.
And then we discussed my resting bitch face and then it was all good. So like, yeah.
Mm,
Oh boy.
that's crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have to ask that question too, but just because I'm not good at my faces, like I still interact with people, but I have to practice facial expressions because they're not natural.
Well, yeah, and now that the pandemic's over, we have taken away mandatory masking at our work.
That was so
So
difficult for me also, Dumplings.
oh, for me, it was great because I could like drop my jaw, mouth like, what the F? And no one would know.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
loved it because I didn't have to wear makeup on like this part of my face.
that was so
Just
many
like
girls that I worked
just
with.
do eyes, and then that was it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I still wear one now, but it's because like someone's always sick in my house, so I don't want to like be the
Bring something
carrier.
in, bring
Yeah,
something out.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Makes
So,
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
but
Healthcare life.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hop off the stream. I just realized how late it is. I still need to
Yeah,
eat supper.
we also need to let you go.
Yeah.
So you're welcome to hop off, but I think we're probably gonna do the same, right?
Hmm.
We still have some
Korkio?
Hunter's Lodge stuff to go over unless you want to
Oh shit. Okay.
save
Bye,
it. I
Dumplings.
can make
Yeah,
a
Love
well,
note, but
you. We
thank you
can't
so
save
much.
it.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much for having me on and for hosting the wheel spin. We really appreciate it.
we
Thanks
love
for
you.
letting us do that. Yeah.
Come back
Okay, when you guys,
anytime.
Yeah,
yeah.
literally, we need to make this pirate swear jar happen. So if we need like the whatever pass from Illusion Weaver, I will slide into the DMs. Just let us know.
And I think there needs to be a big disclaimer. The things that Dumplins is saying does not
Yes.
reflect the vision or the
The
sentiment.
views,
Yeah.
yes. The views, beliefs, or yada yada of Titanium Toaster, Coin Hunt World, Cubiverse, or any of the likes or blah 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 that are associated with this brand. Boom. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll chat GPT the rest.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
you get some food and get some rest, and thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for spinning the wheel in my favorite dumpling.
Yeah, no worries. We'll catch you ladies in the Discord.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Everybody say bye, dumplings.
So, okay. So, if you want to get going, we should get through this all real quick. You want to get through it quick?
Yeah, let's do it. I didn't even realize we had more to go over.
Yeah. I'll make it quick. Okay. So Buddy Quest and QBverse, they unlock at level 5. So newbies won't be able to do Buddy Quests, so that's kind of cool. The reward is now 5 green keys, and we already talked about how they're resetting Buddy Quest so we can redo them all. They're giving you the ability to nudge your green user vault. So if your green user vault is in not the best place and you want to move it just a little bit, you can submit an in-game ticket, explain why you want to move it and where you would want to move it to, and they will handle that. And you can do that now in Coin Hunt World before QBverse. So, Illusion Weaver gave the example, if your green user vault is at the far edge of the park, but you want to move it to the middle of the park, where there's maybe a very pretty view or something, you can do that. But they will not move it, like, across town. They will just nudge it. So.
Okay. Heard.
Okay. They said eventually green user vaults will require QB staffing, but that's eventually. It is your last chance to claim new green user vaults. So there will be a new batch dropping tomorrow at the night reset. So if you want a green user vault and you haven't gotten one yet, that is your chance.
Oh shoot, we forgot to ask about, like, physically though, like, can we move them to another city?
What?
If you move, like, for Feed Goat, for example, if she moved to another city, and I think that we were supposed to get information on this, but it sounds like maybe we got the information, but it's just being nudged.
No, you can't move cities. You can't even move
it's
from
not
one
allowed.
side of the city to the other side.
Very much so not allowed in QBverse. Once you live here, you stay here. You are not allowed to move. Sorry.
Yeah.
Feed Goat.
So, yeah, so
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Doesn't that seem wild though? Because, like, what? People move all the time. All the fucking time. Move it. Just move it. Just destroy it and move it. Take the blueprint with you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
Just saying. People move all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next.
On to the next thing. This upcoming week is Shop Drop Week. So starting tomorrow at reset, there will be a shop drop every day. So the first day is cat blueprints. That's unlimited, 2 green keys each. The next day is the ice QB blueprint. You only can buy 1. If you already have 1, you can't buy another. 2 yellow keys. The next day is the pizza. Same thing, just 1 per person, 2 green keys. The next day is tiki blueprints, unlimited. Though there's a max total that they will sell, but per person, it's however many you want to buy. 2 green keys each. And then the last day is the summer QB. That is a 1 per player, 2 yellow keys each. And wait, it's an hour away. No.
Her green user vault, since she moved. Her green user vault
I thought
is
she was
an hour
saying,
away.
like,
So she's like, how many times can we nudge it? Because I'm like, 1,000? Can we nudge it 1,000 times to get it into our... into
I
our
thought she was
hunting
talking
grounds?
about the time of when this stuff starts, not her. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, no, no.
I'm following now. Anyway. So yeah, so that's those things. QBverse launch goal is September 20th. The open beta accessible to everyone in existing countries. Anything done in that beta will stay permanently. The closed beta, apparently, they just finished wave 2 with 50 testers. They said the building system was working smoothly. In mid-August, they will invite 250 to 300 testers for wave 3, and then wave 4 will begin in the beginning of September. Hunter's Lodge 11 will be the first Sunday, September 3rd, same time. We will definitely be streaming after that.
For sure.
And then random miscellaneous Q&A stuff. So someone asked it for like Domino's Pizza, if it's carry out only, how do you do a pizza quest? And Illusion Weaver said they will do they will adjust the time for carry out only like places, so it won't, you don't have to stay at a carry out restaurant for 45 minutes in order to complete your quest.
Okay, good. Sounds good.
Yeah. So they also, someone asked about, is there a cap on number of types of structures you can build? And Illusion Weaver said each structure will have its own build number cap. So there will be caps, different numbers on different types of structures. He didn't give any specifics, I don't think. Toasty's asked if we're excited about shop drops. Are you? I'm not. I've got all of it. I mean, maybe I'll buy some more tikis or something, but I've got the other ones.
I honestly just don't, I don't know. It's, I don't know what the fuck to do with my keys, to be honest. No idea.
Stuff in the auction house.
Yeah, but for what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. It'd be great to know, like, where we could strategically make plays, and I still feel like I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Apparently,
we're going to need a shit ton of resin.
Yeah, go fucking figure. Like, over 1 million resin. How much more could I possibly need? And to be fair, I threw like over half of that amount into a shit ton of cranes around the west side of the United States. So I'm not really interested in doing that again. So if more structures are going to cost, I don't know, 100,000 resin, it better be fucking worth it, whatever that structure is, because the reason we did it for Yellow Vault was because it was kicking back $10 a perfect answer. So I don't know. I'm trying to like compartmentalize, and I'm finding it really difficult right now. So I really have no idea. No idea. They could all sit there for all I know. Never be used again.
Next question was about Adventure Road in September, since September will be split. Because September 20th is supposed to be when QBverse launches, which I don't get that. Why wouldn't they just wait until the first of the month to launch the new game instead of like cutting the month in half?
So they could make it in the summer season like they promised.
September is not the summer.
It is if you do the 20th and not the 22nd.
Well,
that's okay. What I mean.
Yeah.
Very literally.
Yeah. So apparently they said Adventure Road will be sped up so that you can finish before the beta launch. They will give everyone the points for the tasks whenever the game is down, something like that. So, I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means, but okay. So someone was asking about inactive player UVs. Will they be gotten rid of? But we were reminded that all UVs except for green UVs will become system vaults in the QBverse. So any inactive players, they will not obviously have their user vaults, because none of us will, except for green user vaults. They will just become system vaults. Event questions will be reworked to accommodate lower keys. Go ahead.
Sorry, backing up a little bit. Didn't they say they would release that land? Oh, so I guess you can build on a regular system vault, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's releasing it.
Well, I think you only have your claim on the land around your old UVs for a certain starting period of time anyway. I don't think you have that indefinitely. It's just like for
for a little while. 2 months.
Yeah.
They were just wondering like when the 2 months started.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So event questions will be reworked to accommodate our new lower level of keys. Apparently unlocking the auction house will require a certain account level, not just a headquarters level, but a certain account level. And it'll likely cost a green key instead of a yellow key. So I hope they change that trivia question. Because that can be confusing. Right. But it'll also be confusing when they change that trivia question, because I'm so used to clicking yellow key. I hope they just get rid of that trivia question.
Yeah, we should whack it.
Yeah, let's whack it. 86, says, that trivia question.
Don't make sense, damn it.
That's my job.
Yes, 86, that trivia question. Have you been watching The Bear?
Watching what?
The Bear.
The Bear? No, I don't know what The Bear is.
Okay. I'll tell you after the stream, because we've already gotten to... Yeah, let's go, Toasties. We need to drink this out. Margarita flights on you. But yeah, we need to talk about The Bear after this episode.
I honestly, I said
you would really watch.
I just said 86 because that's what I used to say when I worked at a restaurant, and I figured that would you would relate to that.
It's still very much so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else? Apparently we should be eventually able to change our usernames for a fee. So he said they might make a structure that allows you to do it. It would cost you some keys or something. I actually named myself what I wanted to name myself when I started the game, so I've got no interest. But apparently, some people want to. And I mean, I know Hash Browns. Actually, I don't even remember Hash Browns what his actual name is now, because in my DMs he's just Hash Browns. It was at IDFK.
IDFK.
I just call him Hash Browns because that's what he wants to go by, and I don't go in Discord anymore. So,
yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. So they also said that a buy it now option in the auction house might be allowed by certain account levels. So if your account gets up to a level 10, you might unlock the ability to have a buy it now option for the auction house. Man, would I love that. I mean, people have been asking for that, so I think that's good.
No, it's true. Yeah.
Okay, there's only a couple more things.
There's things that people have been asking about, and then there's so many things that nobody asked for.
Yes, that's true.
I'm like, whoa.
Oh, hey, Hash Browns is in here. Hey, Hash Browns.
Yes. What's up, idea?
All right, and then being able to
yeah, I know.
Key forge multiple keys at once, they said will likely require headquarters level 6. So once we can upgrade our headquarters to level 6, we will be able to do 1,000 blue keys into a red or some shit like that.
Wait, okay. Does it make any sense to you why that they would put a cap on when you're allowed to forge keys?
Well, but I think they just want, so they want you to spend your resin and your paint, right, on leveling things up. And they have to have some kind of thing that you might want to be able to do in order to get you to do the thing. So there's different features.
So why are they going to make you pay for it, though?
I don't know. Ow.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, why is there a fee attached to every single thing that we do? It just seems so silly.
America.
The capitalism society. Like, it's just so dumb.
This
I don't know, there's like...
This game is capitalism, though. It's all about, like, the whole basis of this game is capitalism. So we can't really be mad about capitalism getting in the way, because it is capitalism.
Is it, though? Because we were getting, like, free fake money from it.
It used to be socialism.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the people who are in it are like, what? So what? But why? Like, we are not the audience, I think.
But the whole plan from the beginning was for it to be a capitalism game. Like, that was the plan.
But any fucking game could go out and do that, right? Yeah. Like, why did we start on one foot and then end up on a totally different person's body?
They're trying to brainwash us. They're trying to convert us from socialists to capitalists. This is how they convert the outcasts. Yeah.
Because I went to Vegas, okay, so...
You bought a lot of green vaults, so it's really working.
Oh. Marvin's house bought a lot of green vaults. I bought 3.
That's still a lot more than me. I bought
so
1.
Spread out.
Yeah.
That's fair. But I also apparently live in a capitalist society where we have so many green vaults. Yeah, I agree with Hoth. We need to hear from Bilbo and Marvin on how they really feel about these changes, because
Bilbo
and Brewski. Yeah, Bilbo is Toasty's cat.
Oh, we don't need to hear from any cats.
Bilbo is cooking. Just the aperture cat.
In the oven? With barbecue sauce, right? In
the oven? I love you. I love you.
Like...
In the oven? Oh my god. So natural.
Wait, you said Bilbo...
came out so natural.
You said Bilbo is Toasty's cat, right?
Yeah, and he said Bilbo was cooking, so...
Okay, so we're eating barbecue cat. All right.
No! Okay, but we saved... Because I feel like, we're there. We saved the best for last, maybe, on news. We're done with Hunter's Lodge stuff, right?
Oh, no, one more thing. I don't know if that's important. It just says they're gonna have
healthcare.
Yeah.
Did you see Tony's comment? They made it like healthcare.
Yeah.
Totally unattainable. Totally unattainable.
Right. So, the only other thing is that talking about like radius buffers for buildings. They're going to start them out a little bit bigger, and then they're going to see how they can fit buildings in together, because they kind of want it to mimic the real world, but blah, 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 whatever. Okay, now we're done. Yeah, scoot over, children, make room for the cat. See, I just like putting things in an oven, and it might just be because I currently don't have a kitchen, which means, therefore, I currently don't have an oven. So I'm obsessed with putting things in something I don't currently have. Anyway.
But I totally forgot that you had said that, and I love that Crash Man came through with the fucking receipts. Scoot over, children. Make room for the cat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oof. Oof.
What else are we putting in ovens? Oh, Hoff.
I'm cracking up at Tosi's coming. We capitalist bad cats.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I might
you
be
better
somewhat
be
capitalist,
sorry, Hoth.
but I'm very a skinny capitalist. I do not have a lot of money. I only have 1 green vault. I'm not maybe I have a lot of keys, but keys are not money anymore.
I feel like you were smart and cashed out your crypto when you could. So good for you.
Not much of it.
Well,
no more than you did. And we were both
I mean, that was most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I would have just kept it connected, if that's what you're insinuating. Yes, absolutely. Wish I just like kept it all the way through, because now I don't know what the fuck to do with this stuff. But
yeah.
I mean, we're gonna end up using it, obviously.
Yeah. Somehow.
We just don't know what we're gonna be using it for, right? Because that wasn't really talked about.
Yeah.
During,
oh,
yes, mystery box time.
Oh, you know what? Last week, this mystery box Sunday at this time, that
50 blue keys.
Yes, normally when we would have been streaming, I would have been like, haha, bitches, during the stream, but we didn't stream last week, so I didn't get to do that. But I'm still gonna be like, haha, bitches, because I got 50 blue keys last week. Let's see if I get it again this week.
Fire is outbidding me on blood right now. So Fire, I know you're on sabbatical, so you need to get out of the auction house. I got 20. I got all of the reasons to give up.
I got 20, so that's not bad. It's not 50, but still.
It's better than 8.
Yeah. Quick Adventure Road check-in. I'm only on 26, so
Shit.
I might be able to, I should be able to get 26 done tomorrow, but that just means I'm getting a whole bunch of coal. I don't know that I will necessarily be able to make it any further than
that. Toasty says you're a little dangerous.
For what? How? Oh, putting things in ovens. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that.
I haven't started a fire yet, so it seems all the things that I've put in ovens have been safe to put in ovens.
8 blue keys. Yeah, we all are on a sad train of 8 blue keys. Sad.
Not me.
Hey, wouldn't that... It would have been so great if both of us got 50 blue keys for the 50th fucking episode.
Yeah, Illusion Weaver. What's up? Hello. What were you doing?
Can we please rig the system? Because... Hello.
You know what we should get?
Did Trent even make it to 50? I'd like to know.
I don't think so. No, because
perhaps I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think you did. But what was I gonna say? Oh, we should have gotten something like 50 white keys, because I'm pretty sure we both only have those 420 white keys from before. And we're going to be needing lots of white keys. We're not really going to be needing lots of blue keys.
We'll see, I guess.
Block.
Because
chain.
Maybe?
Gaming. Podcast.
Okay, but also, when are we going to give them the news?
I'm down. Go for it.
We're just going to jump right in? Okay. So, guys, get the resin mystery boxes ready to fill your yellow. Intellect slang, we've got all the resin. We weren't able to use it in Vegas, so we've got all of the resin, except we're capped. We're capped at every corner we turn to. But Toasties also asks if you could please not outbid him on the Cancer QB. That's amazing.
For a second, I wasn't thinking of the like constellation QBs. I thought he was saying there was a Cancer QB, and I thought
you're like, go ahead, buddy, take it.
You can have the one that's got cancer. And then I was like, wait, did they make a cigarette QB? Is that the Cancer QB? Yep.
All right.
That's where I'm
amazing.
At. But wait,
is
here's
2
the
episodes
problem.
away from 100 episodes.
Who?
No, you go.
What? Blockchain Gaming Podcast didn't number their podcasts.
No.
So they're not, like, that's not helpful. It just has names. There's no numbers. There's a bunch of them, though. So I can't tell you how many numbers there are.
Shiz.
Toasty says cancer? What?
No! Nothing's happening! Oh my god.
Wait, mom and mom are breaking up? Wait, who's mom and mom?
Me and you, what? I think?
I'm not a mom.
Everybody's trying to predict. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, we are dog moms.
Yes. But my name isn't Mama. That one's Mama.
Yeah. But you're also a mama.
Just
no, guys, we're just going on holiday for the month.
Yeah.
This is our slow and steady announcement. We're gonna take August off while they prep for QBverse, and we are going to enjoy
the summer.
Rest of yes, we're gonna enjoy the summer season that we have. There's really, I mean, if there's a Hunter's Lodge that lands again on the Sunday, which I think the next one is the beginning of September, right?
Yeah, so
we'll be back before then?
No, we will be back that recap. So our first episode will be
perfect.
The
Hunter's Lodge.
Next Hunter's Lodge recap. And, I mean, it kind of made sense because I would have had to cancel a couple of episodes anyway because of concerts that I've got scheduled. You know, we figure we've worked hard for 50 episodes. We deserve a little bit of a break, even though we do, like, week on, week off every once in a while. But we will be back. We're not staying away for long. And we'll still be talking. And if y'all want to talk to us, you can still kind of talk to us and whatever. But we're going to just, like, take a mental break so that we're fully prepped for QBverse.
Yes. And hopefully, like, excited and have a fresh perspective a little bit. Because I think we need to kind of transition out of Coin Hunt World into QBverse. And I think everybody needs, like, a little time away from the game. And I highly encourage you to take time away from the game if you're, like, feeling frustrated or upset, or if Hunter's Lodges are making you, like, like, just take time away from the game, and you'll probably miss it a little bit. I miss the trivia the most when I take a little break from the game. So, yeah.
And honestly, it's just a few weeks. You guys, you won't even notice that we're gone.
Nope.
And if you do miss us that much, you can go back and listen to old episodes of really cool interviews with awesome people. Because those aren't really time-sensitive things. Like, yeah, we might talk about what's happening in the game at the time, but we also learn about people. So if you missed past episodes where we interviewed awesome, cool OG hunters and you want to get to know them better, go listen to those episodes because they're pretty cool. Especially the one where we interviewed Renee. If you haven't seen that one, check that one out.
Excellent episode.
Yeah.
Hot says maybe Mama can do one last CHW Santa Monica stream. That stream is still on. We are still, as far as I know, we are still on for our Santa Monica meetup September 16th, which is still before QBverse. So, you know, depending on what Hunter's Lodge 11 brings into the mix, that's kind of still what we're all planning for. So, yeah.
Feed Good says, oh my god, this is the talk my parents had with me before they divorced. No, that's not. I promise you. Like, no.
Unless the game's totally horrible and there's absolutely no point of both of us being here, then we'll be back. We just need to take a little bit of time.
Yeah, and honestly, if the game sucks, but, like, takes off and lots of people are playing it, I'll still be here because that means that we could actually make some money doing this, even if we're having to fake it. But we'll be honest about faking it. We'll tell you, hey, we think this game sucks, but we're still going to stream about it. So, you'll know.
Toastie's
we're always freaking honest.
Yeah. Toasty says, how are we getting excited? Apparently you digging holes is what gets people excited. So, you're just going to have to start digging more holes.
Oh my god, I felt like Toasties the other day. Did I tell you guys that I planted a bunch of trees and I had to dig holes for them and I was like thinking I was Toasties?
Oh, well, you should just like contract Toasties do that. He's just doing that shit for free on the beach.
Well,
for
I was
nothing.
also doing it
no
for free.
trees.
Yeah,
But
well,
for no trees. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, maybe he should have planted a tree in the hole he dug.
In the sand.
Oh,
It's not.
Look at that awesome compliment we just got. Thank you, Goose.
What?
Goose says, but you're leaving us only with the crew, and while they're cool enough, you ladies are funnier and have better smiles.
Thanks, Goose. You're the sweetest. You'll still see Marvin on Twitter photos and such. He'll still be hunting.
Yeah. And I mean, I might take some Twitter photos. You also welcome to just chat with me if you want to hear me say stupid shit, because stupid shit always comes out of my mouth whether I'm live on YouTube or not. So, yeah.
I love you.
Anyway.
Well,
so,
guys.
Yeah, it's just going to be a few episodes. We'll be back.
Yeah. I guess this is our arrivederci.
Yeah.
We will see you next month for the Cubiverse and the end of Coin Hunt World. Oh, sad tears. We'll have a little going away party. Bring your own beverages, all of the things.
Maybe a celebration of life party.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I think we need to celebrate Coin Hunt World.
We could make it like dark and make it like a funeral or something. I mean, that might be fun.
No, let's not do that.
Black and like have like spider earrings and shit. I don't know.
Ooh, that would be fun. Maybe for the episode right before.
It's kind of near Halloween, so the death of
Spookies?
the Coin Hunt World. I don't know. We'll figure.
We'll chat about it on our time off, on our holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll send you all the invite.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for keeping up with us the last fucking 50 episodes and saying that we're even here. So thank you all, and happy hunting in the meantime. And we hope to see you in the Cubiverse.
We'll miss you until then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Arrivederci.